justice system. The people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders.
That's assault, that's assault, break that, pop that chair, that's assault, that's assault, break that, pop that chair. These people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault, that's assault, it is, you cannot touch me like that. Oh, I will be telling you exactly what happened. Break that, these people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault. That's assault. We have video of her just touching. How did that go? I will. Excuse me. Excuse me. That's assault. Excuse me. You cannot touch me like that. Break that. That's break that. Oh, I will be telling you. Break that. That's assault. That's assault. That's assault. Break that. That's assault. We have video of her just. These people are going to eject you from this line. How did that show? I will assault. It is incredibly appropriate. I will. You cannot touch me like that. That's assault. Break that. Flop that chair here. Man, you cannot touch me like that. It is incredible. That's assault. Break that. That's assault. Break that. Flop that chair. Man, flop that chair. Man, flop that chair. Man, these people are going to eject you from this line. Break that. That's break that. Break that. That's assault. Break that. Man, break that. Oh, I will. Man, that's assault. That's assault. Oh, I will be telling you exactly what happened. Flop that chair here. That's assault. Break that. That's assault. Break that. Break that. Flop that chair here. These people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault. That's assault. It is. You cannot touch me like that. Oh, I will be telling you exactly what happened. Break that. These people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault. That's assault. We have video of her just touching. How did that go? I will be. Excuse me. Excuse me. Break that. That's assault. Excuse me. Stop that chair. You cannot touch me like that. Break that. Break that. Break that. That's break that. Break that. Oh, I will be telling you. Break that. That's assault. Stop that. That's assault. That's assault. Stop that. Break that. That's assault. Stop that chair here. We have video of her just. These people are going to eject you from this line. How did that show? I will assault. It is incredibly appropriate. I will. You cannot touch me like that. That's assault. Break that. Stop that chair here. Man, you cannot touch me like that. It is incredible. That's assault. Break that. That's assault. Break that. Stop that chair. Stop that chair. These people are. These people are going to eject you from this line. Break that. That's.
Sometimes you got to pop up and show, hey, guess what, guys? Guess what? It's not too late to leave a message at 737-239-9112. Remember, if you're a paranoid little shit, you can put *67 before to guarantee I don't know who the fuck you are. But also, I don't care enough to actually look into who's calling. I just click download and delete it. So some of these I haven't even heard yet. I only heard some of the ones from last night. I got 4 messages in and I said, I want to be surprised because these are gold. You guys are fucking genius. You're all very funny. Andrea, I don't know if you're under like 3 different names and if you were one of the people who called in today, but you might have a rival, if not for great accents, because there are 2 of you kids who leave great accents. I'm also going to let you decide the outgoing message for the OBology line. That's what I'm going to call it, the OBology line. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. And you don't have to apologize. You can just say anything you want. You can call me names. I don't care. I was hoping to get some haters thus far. Haven't really heard any, but hopefully it happens. There's still a few more minutes left. I'm even going to back this up to the middle because I really like the buildup, so that you have more time to leave messages. And I will be playing those today. We will, excuse me, also be going over the Karen Reed interviews from Boston 25 tonight. I have not seen them yet. And I'd like to be surprised as well. I am in love with reaction videos, as you guys know, and I watched every single Kendrick Lamar one, and it is amazing. It's not an apology line, it's any line. I just like the wordplay. But you can say anything you want on it. You can say whatever you want on it. Now, if you do say a lot of slurs, I will beep them out. I will be screening in the future, but this was a test run. So this is going to be a test run. There's some people I can reach out to if you really want haters. God damn it, Auntie Deb. Please don't. Please don't. No regrets. No regrets whatsoever. We are going to be talking about Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance. If you want to know why I didn't come back to the stream after, it's because I was floored. I was amazed, and I had to watch it 1,000 more times. Why? Because those of you who pay attention know that I'm a tennis nerd, and I used to play tennis. In fact, I would still play it if I had somebody I could play with. But I'm telling you, Venus and Serena were my bitches. I love them to death. Serena, Drake's ex, who he tortured for years, and he ripped on her, and he put her in records, and he shit on her new husband, and he just wouldn't leave that woman alone. She was fucking crip walking as the entire Super Bowl stadium shouted A minor, and I died, and I had to be revived by paramedics. So that's why I didn't come back last night. Oh my God, it was incredible. But watch this. Leave your messages, and Deb, send me the email. It seems like are we debuting something from Aunt Deb tonight? I'm very excited about this. What a great night. I'm very excited. Look, Auntie Deb is back from Pakistan. She's back from Pakistan. She got her husband. She got her 300 rubles or seashells or whatever it was she needed, her 10K. You did, dude. You did? Excellent. I'll check it right now. In fact, so that I have time to get it, I'm going to start this over. I'm starting it over. By the way, let me pull up. Sometimes you have to pull up and show. I'm going to make a promise to you right now, because I just did a bargain with Dade's boyfriend. Some of you guys said, hey, when is Mr. Benson? When is your legal stepdad, your common law stepdad? When is he going to come on? When is he going to come on the stream? Because he's kind of low key. You know what I mean? He doesn't like to pop up and show sometimes. We made an agreement tonight, because before it was the rule was when I hit 10K. That's unreasonable. That could be a year. What if he gets Regina George and hit by a bus? I'm just kidding. That will never happen. I will not allow it. All right. I will jump in front of him and save him from the bus. But what if something happens and what if you kids miss him? So we agreed to something more reasonable. He's got 250 followers on his YouTube that he created for the music. Okay. Once he hits 500, he's going to do a Q&A with you kids. In fact, I may just leave the room. Okay. And just let him have at it with you guys. You can talk all your shit you want. You can tell him how I lock you in closets and I don't feed you. And look, you guys missed Auntie. Auntie missed you. Auntie missed you dearly while she was in Pakistan, talking her shit. Okay? Getting her hubby. All right? Getting him to 500 by myself, says Aunt Deb. She's going to get him to 500. Good. If he gets to 500, he'll answer all the questions. Okay? And he is putting up. How long did you say your new stream is? He's busy. He's busy making it. He made an over hour-long stream for you, Aunt Deb. An over hour. It's like an hour and a half of his mixes. In fact, we're not even going to call it girl talk. We're going to call it man talk, because that's what he is. He's man talk. And it's also, isn't that that's a fun Long Island fucking pun. So there you go. I'm going to play this. I'm going to go pull up what your auntie sent me and see if you guys have any more voicemails I need to download, and then we'll get started. You ready? Sometimes you got to pop out show.
Groups. The police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders.
assault. Mim. That's assault. Mim. Rape. Mim. Pop that here. Mim. That's assault. Mim. That's assault. Mim. Rape. Mim. Rape. Pop that here. These people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault. Mim. That's assault. Mim. You cannot touch me like that. Oh, I will be telling you exactly what happened. Rape. Mim. Mim. These people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault. That's assault. We have video of her just touching. Out of that jail, I will. Excuse me. Mim. Excuse me. Rape. That's assault. Mim. You cannot touch me like that. Rape. That's rape. Oh, I will. Rape. That's assault. That's assault. That's assault. Rape. That's assault. We have video of her just. These people are going to eject you from this line. Out of that show, I will assault. It is incredibly appropriate. I will. You cannot touch me like that. That's assault. Rape. Flop that chair here. Mim. You cannot touch me like that. It is incredible. That's assault. Rape. That's assault. Rape. Flop that chair. Mim. Flop that chair. Mim. Flop that chair. Mim. These people. These people are going to eject you from this line. Rape. That's assault. Rape. Mim. Rape. Oh, I will. Mim. That's assault. That's assault. Oh, I will be telling you exactly what happened. Flop that chair here. That's assault. Rape. Mim. That's assault. Mim. Rape. Mim. Rape. Flop that chair here. These people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault. Mim. I will be telling you exactly what happened. Mim. These people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault. That's assault. We have video of her just touching. Out of that show, I will be. Excuse me. Mim. Excuse me. That's assault. Rape. Oh, I will be telling you. Rape. That's assault. That's assault. That's assault. That's assault. Flop that chair here. We have video this line. Out of that show, I will be assault. It is incredibly appropriate. I will. You cannot touch me like that. That's assault. Rape. Flop that chair here. Mim. You cannot touch me like that. It is incredible. That's assault. Rape. That's assault. Rape. Flop that chair. Mim. Flop that chair. Mim. Flop that chair. Mim. These people are. These people are going to eject you from this line. Rape. That's assault. Rape. Mim. Rape. Oh, I will. Mim. That's assault. That's assault. Oh, I will. That's assault. 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 Oh, I will. That's assault. 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 Oh, I will be telling you. That's assault. 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 Oh, I will be telling you exactly what happened. Flop that chair here. That's assault. Rape. That's assault. That's assault. Oh, I will be telling you. That's assault. That's assault. Oh, I will be telling you. That's assault. 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 Oh, I will. That's assault. 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 That's assault.
Well, it puts the lotion on his skin, or else it gets the hose again. 1, 2, 3, 4. People sue, save my skin for people sue. Gonna wear it all over town. Gonna dig them up and skin them down and wear my people suit around. People suit and looking mighty sharp. Oh, a portal and he loved the dead. Dug up their grave, chopped off their head. He made them into clothes he could wear. Well, his works of art was awful dark and red and evil, awful sharp. He crafted him an outfit debonair. It was a people suit, save my skin for people suit. Gonna wear it all over town. Gonna dig them up and skin them down and wear my people suit around. People suit and looking looking mighty sharp. Oh, well, it's inside, and so do I. Make people hurt, people blind. I'm sure that Martha Stewart would be proud. Well, his needlework going berserk and whole dang world taught him a jerk. Go ahead, we'll raise a glass and sing about. We're people soon, save my skin for people soon. Gonna wear it all over town. Gonna take them up and skin them down and wear my people suit around. People soon is looking mighty sharp. All night long ago.
Do it now. I'm in the background too of this one, I think. I was really never recorded it.
Skin around and wear my people suit all over town. Skin them down and wear my people suit around. People suit is looking mighty sharp. Well, it puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. People suit is looking mighty sharp. People suit is looking mighty sharp.
And here is real footage of me in the morning. This fucking turd.
Here it is.
Okay. Before we show you what Auntie sent me, I got to show you what I found. Okay. Because I was in the woods. All right. Your dad was in the woods. I was wandering about, looking for a people suit. And guess what I found? I found me a stick. I'm going to tell you about my stick right now. Check this out.
Here it is. I didn't go out hunting it. I didn't go out looking for it.
This stick found me.
I don't even hardly believe it's still myself, but right here it is. Let's go worldwide TV. Forget cable, forget national TV. Let's go worldwide satellite.
Remember what Kendrick said last night? Turn off your TVs. We got a stick, you guys.
It's a trip.
What a trip.
That club's plumb awesome.
Plum Awesome.
It's plumb awesome. It's plumb awesome.
Plum Awesome, ain't it, Mary?
Something about that club.
Something
about that old bat. This thing is just simply amazing. The thing is simply awesome. But this thing is just simply amazing. It is simply awesome. This thing is for real. I'm telling you. It's simply amazing. It is plumb simply awesome.
You know, I would get a Plum Awesome shirt, but here's the thing. I'm going to have to redirect you on that. Because Lil Bubby Wade, Lil Bubby Child, has a Plum Awesome shirt. Now, it has to do with something separate on the internet. But I'll play it for you later. I'll show you Lil Bubby Wade. All right, Lil Bubby Wade Child, Lil Bubby Child. He's out of the corners of West Virginia way, where it touches on Ohio way and Kentucky, northeastern Kentucky, where I spent a whole month or two there. I lived there, and then I left. I said, fuck this. I hate hollers. I didn't want to live there no more. I didn't want to marry that boy. I said, get me out of here. And I did, even though they had a lot of Plum Awesome sticks. I did leave, but I'll tell you what. There's a boy up there yonder way. He still makes Plum Awesome comic books called Lil Bubby Wade, Lil Bubby Child. All right? And he's got Plum Awesome t-shirts based on his little brother and his sayings. And I used to show them to you guys. I used to show you those comics. Hello, Chaos Kitty. And I'll tell you what. You do want to know. You want to know. You want to. All right? Because let me tell you, he makes some of the funniest goddamn shit I've ever seen. He uses Microsoft Paint for all the art. And he comes up with characters, and he has people in his little town down there in the Holloway record shit for him. And it's goddamn funny. Can we get back to the stick? Well, let's fucking do it, Riz. By God, you're sassy as hell today. I see that picture, Rizverse.
It's simply, I can't get over that handle. It is plumb simply awesome. You know? Plumb simply awesome. I look forward to hearing from you. Look forward to interviewing you. I can't wait to amaze your eyes. I'm serious.
He's fucking serious. All right. Speaking of spiritual gifts in the Super Bowl, how about this? Speaking of gifts that we've been given, how about I share this tab instead? Your auntie just sent me this. This is a debut. You need to watch your sass, Rizverse. I'll fucking come at you so hard. What are you, your auntie? You my auntie? Aunt Deb, you got both your accounts open right now. You need to check them. Yeah, Riz looks so familiar. Who do you look like? Who you look like with them glasses on, Rizlet? Riz means charisma, which means jizz means charisma. I figured that out yesterday. Put that on Twitter. A lot of people agree. All right. Austin, 316, y'all. Hell yeah. All right. This from your auntie. This is thank goodness it's fuck day preview. All right. Check this out. No one's seen this yet, auntie? No one has seen this.
This is really getting old. I'm not gonna lie, this is really getting old.
Got new motions up ahead. Lemony striking with plan. D9 changes to venue. Motion to please continue. Discovery will compel. Betty's here on
me, bitch.
What's this motion to recuse? Dismiss that it's all fake news. It's like, you'll be here.
Oh no, you'll be here, trust me. Yeah, trust me, you'll be here.
Motion to go.
Motion to go fuck yourself.
Gets to loser. Damn.
Last Friday night.
Heard a motion to dismiss. Question expert witnesses. Tried minding my own business. Last Friday night. Jim, please add that to the list. Call my gynecologist. Mr. Jackson, if you insist. Last Friday, Patty, what the hell is this? Here's your habeas corpus. New motion to slap a bitch. Last Friday, I got sick of all of this. Crab walk off my frozen tape. This Friday,
I'm sorry. I have to pause this. Crab walked off my frozen tits. We're going back. I saw something else. I can't get over it. This is fucking funny. I can't. I gotta start over on this one. What the fuck? Auntie, you've done it. Auntie, you fucking did it, you whore. You fucking did it. This is incredible. This is really good. New motion to slap a bitch? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Just give her the Emmy. Just give her the Emmy. Like gorillas in the mist. Dude, for real, Daniel, you're speaking so much truth. Between this and your tweets about Bernie, I couldn't love you more. I couldn't. You're just such a sweet little boy. You're such a sweet little man. I've raised a wonderful child. I can't get Auntie. This is a first look, Melissa. No one has seen this motion to slap a bitch yet.
It's the weekend. This is really getting old. I'm not gonna lie, this is really getting old.
Got new motions up ahead. Lemony striking with plan. D9 changes to venue. Motion to please continue. Discovery will compel. Betty's here on
me, bitch.
What's this motion to recuse? Dismiss that it's all fake news. It's like, you'll be here.
Oh no, you'll be here, trust me. Yeah, trust me, you'll be here.
Motion to go.
Motion to go fuck yourself.
Gets to loser. Damn.
Last Friday night.
Heard a motion to dismiss. Question expert witnesses. Tried minding my own business. Last Friday, Jim, please add that to the list. Call my gynecologist. Mr. Jackson, if you insist. Last Friday, Patty, what the hell is this? Here's your habeas corpus. New motion to slap a bitch. Last Friday, I got sick of all of this. Crab walk off my frozen tape. This Friday,
I got icicles
again. This
Get your
Friday,
freeze pops, kids.
do it all again.
No, I'm free, totally free.
LTL and microdots, JFK and LB Cox.
Crypto.
But Sweet Pea is a star. Justice seeking Lens's car.
I think it is.
Turtle man, attorney little only man. Youngest church from college tale. Mazel tov.
Mazel.
Hitchhike on red eye. You'll be here tonight.
You ain't got nothing else to do, bitch. If I gotta be here, you gotta be here.
Weekends to losers. Damn. Last Friday, I heard a motion to dismiss. Question expert witnesses. Tried minding my own business.
Is there a talk to Russell again?
Jim, please add that to the list. Call my gynecologist. Mr. Jackson, if you insist. Last Friday, Patty, what the hell is this? Here's your habeas corpus. New motion to slap a bitch. Last Friday, I got sick of all of this. Grab off my frozen
Pimp smack you.
This Friday, I'll do it all again. Do it all. This Friday, I'll do it all again.
motion that everyone just go fucking whatever.
Motion for everyone to just go fucking whatever. I can't get it. We're gonna hear it again. We gotta hear it again. There are layers to this shit. Dude, JFK and Navy cops. I can't. This is so good. Fuck. This is so good. Deborah, you whore. This is so good. And this is just a preview, a little pitch correction, but it's fine. It's fine. It's because of the background noise. It's incredible. This is so good. I absolutely love this.
When's the weekend? This is really getting old. I'm not gonna lie, this is really getting old.
Got new motions up ahead. Lemony striking with play. D9 changes to venue. Motion to please continue.
D9 changes to venue. Motion please to continue. This is so fucking good. This is so good. I wish I could run it through the StreamYard. It won't let me add things that are this long. Because I tried. Oh my God. On your Dubai layover, you did this?
Will compel. Betty's here on
On me, bitch.
What's this motion to recuse? Dismiss that it's all fake news. It's like,
Dismiss that it's all fake news after a motion to recuse. Yeah, it's too bad she's a clone for the CIA, but you know what? It's too good to deny it. It really is. More CIA clones, please. Please.
Oh no, yeah, you'll be here, trust me. Yeah, trust me, you'll be here.
Motion to go.
Motion to go fuck yourself.
Gets to loser. Damn.
Last Friday night.
Heard a motion to dismiss. Question expert witnesses. Try minding my own business. Last Friday night. Jim, please add that to the list. Call my God and call it.
Yo, what's up, River Tits? You missed some shit.
Just Mr. Jackson, if you insist. Last Friday, Patty, what the hell is this? Here's your habeas corpus. New motion to slap a bitch. Last Friday, I got sick of all of this. Crab walk off my frozen hits. This Friday,
I got icicles
again.
Feel like it.
This
Get your
Friday,
freeze pops, kids.
again.
No, I'm free, totally free.
LTL and microdots, JFK and LB cops.
Crypto.
Up a sweepy is a star. Justice seeking Lex's car.
I think it is.
Man. Attorney little only name. Youngest church from college tale. Mazel tov.
Mazel.
Settle hitchhike corporate. You'll be here tonight.
You ain't got nothing else to do, bitch.
If
I gotta be here, you gotta be here.
Weekends to losers. Damn. Last Friday, I heard a motion to dismiss. Question expert witnesses. Tried minding my own business. Last Friday, Jim, please add that to the list. Call my gynecologist. Mr. Jackson, if you insist. Last Friday,
You know, I was about to say something about that, but I was like, I want to talk to Auntie first and see if I'm off on the intent. But I think you're right. And I think we should start putting these up on that Rap Lyrics website, the rhyming one where it explains every lyric. Because let me tell you something, that is brilliant. The layers, the dichotomy between Judge Bev, and Jim having to be the one to call the gyno. Like, can you have my car washed? It's not about numbering the pages so you don't have to cut them mid-court. It's about her weekends and ensuring that her gyno appointments are set up. I would not put it past Judge Bev to have Madam Court Reporter running around getting her donuts and shit, making these people do bitch work, Charlie work. I'm the queen of Charlie work. I know what's going on here. All right, I see it happening. And I love that Deb included Bev possibly doing that. She's not saying she did. She's saying, you know, this is how it is in Deb's head. And Deb's been spot on so far. Your auntie has been spot on. She knew when to go to Pakistan. She knew when to come back too. She reads a room very well. That's why she did such a good job doing stand-up at the creators dinner, as they're calling it online, which is so stupid. Baby Brian's birthday dunks. No one else has been up all night for a week worried about it, just me. I've been thinking about it a lot, Kelly, but I've tried to push it down. How was Baby Brian's birthday? Did Auntie JJ bring him donuts? Is the tradition gone? Is the tradition gone? Does he no longer get donuts because they killed a cop and put him on the lawn? I don't know. I don't know if donut time stops because a person's life stopped. I don't know. I would imagine that he threw a fit. And he maybe said something about it. Laura, are you gas fishing Rizverse? I miss Auntie Deb too, but she's here in the chat. She's here in the chat and she sent us this. Did you just get here, Sandy? I'll start it over. We'll watch it again. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Right? We give a fuck. So we're going to watch it again and again and again until we are calloused. I'm going to make you watch this until you fucking hate it, which is never, which will be never. Because this is the banger of the summer. This is our Not Like Us. That's what this is. This is Not Like Us for us. Okay? You're out there crab crawling your fucking tits off. Well, guess what? We're inside and it's warm and we're watching and we're enjoying. And we thank you, Auntie. And I thank you to all of you who showed up tonight. You're showing up and you're showing out. This is our Super Bowl. Okay? Donuts for life are not a bad deal. If my auntie brought me donuts every fucking birthday in a blizzard, I'd be happy. But guess what? If the tradition did not continue, then I would argue, is it tradition at all? What is tradition to this family? Right? I've been stressing about it. I've been stressing about Baby Brian's sexuality for years before this trial even happened. Does he have enough fruit flies around him? Is he being taken advantage of by the Nagle? Because I saw her prom tux on YouTube. I know what's going on. I can tell when someone's trying to incept someone. I can tell when there's a little hand that rocks the cradle going on. You feel me? Hand that rocks the Nagle? Is that what's going on? Auntie, I'm going to need you to get with your team of writers, and I'm going to need you to start that script for me. Please get that in the bag and start that. Hand That Rocks the Nagle. It's going to be the short film that we will be putting out prior to the second trial. Hello, Charles. You can be in it. You can play the wolf on fire. So what we're going to do is Hand That Rocks the Nagle. It is a film, okay, about Baby Brian trying to do a Freaky Friday with Nagle and then realizing, hey, this is not all it's cut out to be. That's right. It's going to be LGB number 3 type of stuff, C. Smith. So we're going to need you in there to consult, much like those gangsters did for The Sopranos. Oh, she deleted all of her YouTube posts on JFK's channel. That's sad. Too bad I got screenshots of that shit from you, Mary Malarkey. Thank you. Should I put them out? Should I put out the dossier, the Nagle dossier? Should I put out Nagle's prom pics? Should I put out Nagle and her friend screaming the N-word on Twitter? Should I put that out so everyone can see that? What a wonderful family they are. I wonder what Kendrick would say about Nagle's past. Who would rock the Nagle? Well, that's a question I've been wondering as well. Listen, Laura, AI Rizverse is going to put out an entire video about you tomorrow explaining a breakdown of why you shouldn't address Rizverse, please. Laura, you need to calm down because Rizverse will come at you. No, I know. She's just kidding too. Rizverse is a parody account, Laura. Calm down. It's okay. She's not really going to put out a video unless she does, which means, Laura, we're going to have to teach you how to crip walk. Are you ready? Are you ready to learn? Thank you, Mary Malarkey. Always keep that going. C. Smith has agreed to consult on our new Hand That Rocks the Nagle project. Mitty is asking, what the fuck? Really? Oh, you talking about the Nagle? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nagle and her friends, they like to scream the N-word on Twitter. They like to pretend that they're Kendrick and they're Drake and they're having feuds. It's really fun. Hello, Charles. Hello, my son. My wolf on fire. You will be running through the scene on fire. Okay. Yeah. It's a big load to bear. And I'm a big girl, and I can tell you right now, it is hard to skate. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she does it. Should I? Okay. Okay. The Nagle of Love Bus. The Rock of Love Bus. To submit to the Nagle, to summit the Nagle. Wow. Both are pretty good thoughts. Would require planning. It would. And if you fall off the Nagle, you can die, which is why there are guards around her. Some may even say Giardias. Guards. People standing Giardia. All around the Nagle. You know what I mean? As the fire wolf, I'm going to tell you, I can't dance. It's okay. You're on fire. You can't do much. Don't expose the Nagle. Should I not? I don't know. No. I'm feeling pretty Nagle rich right now. With the hard R. Absolutely, they use the hard R. These are Boston bitches. Of course they did that. No offense to other Boston bitches, but you're not Boston bitches, you're Boston hoes, and I value you much higher than that. I would never expect you to do that. I expect that kind of behavior from the Nagle. And it's interesting because she's saying some things like that to her friends, and they're saying it back. And one of those friends is a proctor. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun how the Nagle is friends with the proctors on the Twitter, and they like to say the N-word? Do you think that this is something that people need to know about? And Auntie is under her alt account, as you can see. She is the keeper of the hard R. She's the only one allowed to say it because she's a judge. Yes. Auntie has warned us. You have to be careful. Hand That Rocks the Nagle is instantly funny. That's going to be our next shirt. There's no way you can handle an exposed Nagle. Well, you haven't been paying attention to Legendary Larry. He's been exposing the Nagle all week. Now, okay, this is a great question. I'm glad that you asked it. First of all, thank you for calling All Day Nagle Customer Service. We are here to answer all of your questions about your Nagle. My first question for you would be, did you get your Nagle on a weekend, and how did the box look? Was it damaged on the outside? Did it come with the appropriate charging box? And have you tried shaking your Nagle and blowing on it? If you have not, I would recommend that. And then give us a call back if for some reason your Nagle is not working. Now, whether or not you have to pay a premium on it, obviously you do. It looks like you are also 4 months behind on your Nagle insurance. So I'm going to need you to pay a deductible and a premium at the same time. And then call us back. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Weekend. This is really getting old. I'm not gonna lie, this is really getting old.
Got new motions up ahead. Lemony striking with lead. D9 changes to venue. Motion to please continue. Discovery will compel. Betty's here on
On me, bitch.
What's this motion to recuse? Dismiss that it's all fake news. It's like you'll be.
Oh no, yeah, you'll be here, trust me. Yeah, trust me, you'll be here.
Motion to go.
Motion to go fuck yourself.
Gets to loser. Damn.
Last Friday night.
Heard a motion to dismiss. Question expert witnesses. Try minding my own business. Last Friday night. Jim, please add that to the list. Call my gynecologist. Mr. Jackson, if you.
Okay, you got the floor model of the Nagle, and it was on a Sunday, which meant it could have been a long weekend. I understand that you have Nagle protection, ma'am. I understand that. I'm going to have to look up your policy. Okay, the floor models do not extend to the Nagle protection status. So it looks like you bought Nagle protection for a street safe Nagle. Okay, so the Nagle that you have is only intended for indoors. You are not supposed to put it outside, especially not in the snow. The indoor Nagle actually sucks up all of the crumbs on the carpet. It also sucks up all of the peanut butter and jelly specific crumbles. And you do need to make sure that the filter or the filtration system has been cleaned out. Now, this is a very messy job, so you're going to need to do that outside. Unfortunately, your warranty does not extend to outdoor models or roof models. And it does seem that if you've spilt any claw on the Nagle, you're going to definitely have to use Crystal Light to clean the outside before returning it so that we can fix the outer shell of the Nagle. I'm afraid that you are going to have to pay full price to have your Nagle fixed. And even with Nagle protection, you did not get the Baby Brian protection, nor did you get state MSSP protection. So if you'd like, I can add those to your Nagle policy, but it will be $420. Oh, I see you've already responded. We had to get our carpet reupholstered since getting our Nagle. Yes, this is because see, some of the things I would ask you first of all would be, did you drop any fruits or vegetables on your carpet? If you dropped any celery, anything healthy, any sort of vitamins, then if the Nagle did suck those up, it does get clogged in the Nagle. They're not used to picking up that kind of material. If it's something sticky or some sort of treat or snack or chocolate or peanut butter material, that is what the Nagle is intended to. Oh, okay. Let me go get the Nagle manager. Please hold.
Since last Friday, Daddy, what the hell is this? Here's your habeas corpus. You motion to slap a bitch. Last Friday, I got sick of all of this. I walked off my frozen dates. This Friday,
I got icicles
again.
Feel like it.
Hi, this is Jared. I'm a customer service rep here at Nagle Enterprise Inc. How can I help you? Hello, is this the policy holder for Nagle number 627 out of Norfolk? Yes. Will a technician have to come to the house, or can I drop my Nagle off my I can't read good. Let's try that again. Who's Will? A technician. Oh, I answered my own question. He's gonna come to your house and drop off my Nagle affiliate. Okay, listen, we don't. Yes, it's policy 627, ma'am. Okay, listen, we don't accept Nagles dropped off at our surplus store, which is the only one within 27 miles of you. I'm going to need you to purchase Baby Brian protection, and we will send a plow driver out. His name is Lucky. He will be picking up your Nagle, and he will be taking it back to the Sally Port so that we can take photos of it. Then we will edit those photos to make it look nice. We will then inform you and your family that you are all subject to investigation for trying to file a fraudulent policy against your Nagle when you did not purchase Baby Brian protection. We are going to need to have you prepay for the 4 donuts from Auntie JJ that you are going to need to get your Nagle going again. Do you recommend upgrading to a heavier, more effective Nagle? I would typically, it depends on how much snow is outside at the time that you order your Nagle. If you do plan on getting snowed in and killing your boyfriend, I'm going to have to insist that you take a look at an inverted Nagle. I do believe you got the regular Nagle, the Reggie Neggy, as we call it. Unfortunately, you are going to need an inverted Nagle. If you get the inverted Nagle, that means you are also going to have Kevin from South Boston come install it. He is located in South Boston. He is on a diet. I don't recommend you try it. It is Crystal Light infused, everything. He will show up drunk and he will fix your Nagle. He will also replace it with an outer shell that is made primarily of peanut butter and jelly with the crust cut off. And I do recommend that if you're going to get all of that, you need to get Auntie JJ protection as well. Okay, because Auntie JJ is the only one who can really spin this thing into a situation where we're not paying you millions of dollars that we don't have, even though you do deserve the money. Because I understand that your Nagle did actually kick a dead bunny around, and that was very traumatic to you and your family. And for that, we do not apologize on the record or off the record. In fact, we will be taking that record and burning it at a military base. So please do not press charges. In fact, this phone call never happened. My neighbor's just got a reggie neggy and it comes with a trough and it was cheaper than mine. That's because it's from China. That's because the reggie neggy's from China. Do you understand that? It does not have made in America stamped on it, and it is not white. So we do not recognize it to be covered by any insurance policies. In fact, I'm going to have to insist that we now send ICE to your house to take that Nagle, because I do not think that your neighbors have a proper Nagle. And now I'm starting to think that maybe you're in some kind of Nagle racket with the cartel, and we do not support people ripping us off. We are a business, ma'am, and we have to make money. And I would have to insist now that you please, if the police show up at your door, come outside, put your weapons down, put your hands up, and submit your Chinese Nagle. Nagles aren't supposed to kick other helpless animals. They are not. They are not supposed to do that. It sounds like you got a Canadian Nagle. Yes, one of my top employees here who deals with insurance primarily has informed me you have a Canadian Nagle. Unfortunately, Canadian Nagles, they look very, very good when they're on the ice hockey rink. They float around like a little M&M guy ice skating. However, much like an M&M guy, they are prone to crack and they do melt when it is hot outside. If your Nagle, well, all Nagle protests, all Nagles Matter protests are not, they listen, we do not back them in any way. However, if it does benefit us on the merchandising front, we will stand by them. So please, I must insist that you take your business elsewhere, because it sounds like to me you are looking for a woke Nagle. We discontinued those a few months ago. And I'm afraid that we can, first of all, how dare you invoke the ADA? We have dismantled that office immediately. I think what you're looking for is the Doge Association. This is run by a man named Elon, and if you don't worship him, I will have to rip your dick off and your tits. So please, whatever you do not attempt to threaten me, extort, or coerce me over the phone. I'm now going to have to transfer you to our Australian branch, and they are going to help you more. I'm going to go ahead and transfer you now. Please hold. Please hold. Here we go. Okay, please hold.
You have reached the Giardia hotline. Please leave your symptoms after the beep and a nurse will reach out to you soon to talk about your options and whether your credit can even handle it. Get a haircut. You're a mother.
Hello, this is the Giardia hotline. How can I help you? Hello? Yes, this is the Giardia helpline. How can I help you? You've said that you've got a bit of a faulty Nagle. Hello? Hi, this is the Giardia hotline. It seems they've hung up. Oh, fuck. Well, I suppose I'm going to have to transfer them one more time. I will be transferring you. I'm afraid I can't hear you. I'm going to transfer you back to the American branch. It seems you have an American number. Thank you very much. I apologize for the confusion.
You have reached the Giardia hotline. Please leave your symptoms after the beep, and a nurse will reach out to you soon to talk about your options and whether your credit can even handle it. Get a haircut. You're a mother. You have...
Hello, this is the Giardia hotline. I am the fake comedian who is faking a beating to get sympathy on the internet. How can I help you today? Oh, I see that you only type your responses. Okay, so I'm going to just write down disabled right here. Disabled. Since you're not oh, hello. I was about to let you know that that's assault, but it seems like you're here on the line. How can I help you today? Hi, this is the failed disabled comedian for the disabled line. How are you doing today? I am disabled because I am a fake victim. How are you doing today, ma'am? I am seeing in the notes here. Give me just 1 second. Oh, I do apologize. I did not mean to make you feel like a neurodivergent victim. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and neurodiverge you over to a line that can better assist you. I did not realize that you were faking neurodivergency. Please hold. I'm just going to send you back to the proper place that you need to be. Here we go.
You have reached the Giardia hotline. Please leave your symptoms after the beep and a nurse will reach out to you soon to talk about your options and whether your credit can even handle it. Get a haircut. You're a mother.
Hello? Hello, this is the Giardia hotline. You've been neurodiverted to our line. How can I help you? It seems that I've got a note here that you've got your tits cut off. Mate, that's fucked up. Are you the one with the fucked up Nagle? Hello? Oh, look, Kendrick Lamar. Oh, he's at the Super Bowl. Oh, I've been distracted. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Get your freeze pops, kids. No, I'm free. Totally free.
LTL and microdots, JFK and LB Cox.
Crypto.
The sweepy is a star, justice seeking lenses card.
I think it is.
Turtle man, attorney little only man, youngest church from college test. Mazel tov,
Mazel.
settle hitchhike on the red eye. You'll be here tonight.
You ain't got nothing else to do, bitch. If I gotta be here, you gotta be here.
Weekends to losers. Damn. Last Friday, I heard a motion to dismiss. Question expert witnesses. Tried minding my own business.
Is there a
Last
doctor on
Friday,
again?
Jim, please add that to the list. Call my gynecologist, Mr. Jackson, if you insist. Last
prove it, just
Friday,
whatever.
Valley, what the hell is this? Here's your habeas corpus. New motion to slap a bitch. Last Friday,
By the way, Sleepy Beach is just like saying Cutter Beach. What it actually means is I'd like to embrace you and welcome you into my home and offer you a bit of crueler and also ask you to quit being crueler to me. I don't appreciate being upstaged or made fun of, and I don't think your accent is very good nor funny, and you're a failed comedian, both of you, and you can both get fucked, mate.
I got sick of all of this.
There we go, I'm gonna pimp smack you.
It's this Friday, I'll do it all again. Do it all. This Friday, I'll do it all.
I don't believe you've been stabbed, Sunset Rising. I'm going to need you to prove it and send me a picture of your tits, mate.
Again.
Motion that everyone just go fucking whatever.
Chupa mi Nagle. Oh my God, Laura, you just invented the perfect shirt, bitch. It's the perfect shirt. I cannot mix accents. We need to get Andrea to do it for us. Okay, that was your TGIF preview from your auntie. Okay. I want to play you this video, but I'm pretty sure it will get flagged. All right. The dingo ate your etiquette, mate. Your etiquette. It's hard to do. Cut a bitch does mean deep tongue kisses in Australia. You need to be cautious of Giardia tits. That is true. Did you guys like I was going to ask you guys what you want the outgoing message to be. Yeah, I know. It's because I've been watching a lot of New Zealand wrestling promos from Dakota Kai. That's my bad. All the ding dong dildos or whatever they're called still going at you. No, they're only going at Melissa, which is unfair and wrong. So I told her to ignore them because they're going to keep going. They never give up. They are very jealous, obviously, of your sister Melissa. See, your sister Melissa has something called talent. She's very funny, and they fucking hate that. They hate it because they ain't it. You feel me? They smell us because they're jealous. All right? And right now, they smelling a whole bunch of Melissa's ass. All right? Like dogs. They're just fucking sniffing her ass. And they're like, who is this bitch? Looking all properly groomed and shit. Making funny shit. Digging deeper holes in us. Getting bigger bones than us. Burying them fucking bones. You're very hateable. Because you're really good at what you do. You're attractive, you're smart, you're funny, you're nice, you're good at catfishing people. You make incredible AI music in a genre that is oversaturated and not that good. It's just not good. It's like improv. If you're not going to be good at it, why are you doing it? And Melissa is the best. You know how I said Murder Fist is the only improv troupe I ever liked because they're incredible? Melissa is the Murder Fist of AI music, and they hate it. They hate her talent because it's fucking dope. Include a really good fucking personality that's really fucking funny. Oh, these bitches are fucked, mate. V. You are like a Sour Patch Kid. You are. It's like, yeah, I'll pay $5 in the theater for it, and I'm going to be mad at it, but when I'm eating the Sour Patch Kid, I'm going to be very pleasantly surprised. And now I want more Sour Patch Kids. We do love her. We love all of you kids. You're calling Bob? Please don't call Bob. Please don't. Please don't call Bob. Yeah. There's a blob in the yard. It looks like me. She's just looking at her shadow. The Nagle saw her shadow, and now there's more winter, and now she fucked up testimony. She was so drunk, she saw her shadow and said, that's a blob. It's a blob. She's great. Fuck them. And that's the thing. They stop going at me because I just don't care. And they know I'm going to make a sick lo-fi out of it, and that pisses them off. But the thing is, Melissa's going to make a sick AI about it, and then they're going to get more pissed. It's just going to keep happening. It's going to snowball until we're fucking felching each other's assholes all day, wasting time. That's why we have to ignore it. Let them talk. Let them fucking talk. Everybody talks. Listen, we're Kendrick. We're at the Super Bowl right now. And we're saying the revolution is now. Okay? Started with a whisper. Yep. Is that what you're mixing now? Dude, you better, because now it's going to be in my head for 10 days. Does having one ice make it more kissable? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me kiss that ass, Melissa. Come here. Spread those cheeks. Let me see that Sally port. It's time to kiss your ass, bitch. Melissa's fucking great, dude. Speaking of fucking great, you need to go add Melissa. And by the way, maybe we could, Melissa, what if we do a twofer? What if we agree? Melissa has to agree to this. Since we're doing a thing once Dead's boyfriend hits 500 followers on his YouTube, which is YouTube/@MC Lunchbox with 2 X's. Then what if Melissa with 1 asses? What if when she hits 500, she comes on and does a tell-all? Drops a dossier or 2. Would you be down, Melissa, with 1 ass? Would you? Jizzverse, you want to throw that back in Jizzverse's face? Melissa, would you agree to that? So we have an interview with 2 kids. We got a yes from Miss Jess. Miss Jessica. That's what we're going to call you now. You better change your name to Miss Jessica. You can drop some facts? Excellent. Done. You saw it here. The DOS is dropped. So we got Dad's boyfriend right here, standing right next to me. Let me hear him vocalize it. 500, you get 500 followers. What do you need? 250 more? 250? We could do that. 250 pack? And you don't just nod, say yes.
Yes.
Boom.
I acknowledge.
He acknowledges his tribal chief. You're the tribal chiefs. He'll answer all your fucking questions. He'll tell you all my deepest, darkest secrets. He'll come on here. He'll take over for a day. We got to get him 250 more. Melissa, what are you at? It doesn't matter. We need to get her to 500. All right? I'll put an accommodator on my chin. C. Smith, tell them what that is. Tell them what it is. All right. We're going to watch Spiritual Gifts in the Super Bowl. We're going to watch a couple more funny little videos. And then I'm going to play your shit because you guys left me some funny messages. Let me get them ready. You need 487 more? God damn it, Melissa. It's because she keeps canceling her accounts. Don't delete this one. Ribbit, if you're listening, stop deleting yours too. Both of you kids, or you're fucking grounded. I'm tired of this shit. I'm trying to build you up. You keep kicking your fucking Legos down. What's wrong with you? Fucking weirdos. All right, here we go.
guys, the game's about to start here. Let me turn the sound up. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Do you know what the owner's manual for this thing is?
I think I threw it away.
Oh, that was good. Try to figure out what the make is. We can try to get a hold of the website and figure out how to fix this darn thing.
Well, when I was 4, I helped my grandpa fix his radio. I bet you I can help fix it.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I think that helps. I can go get the tools we need. Okay, let's see. Hammer, saw.
A saw? If you know. Hey, wait. I got an idea. I heard that there's a group of kids down at the school and they're watching the game too. Why don't we just go down there and then in between the commercials we can tell about Jesus. Yes, it's a good idea.
Well, by the way, if I didn't preface this yet, also this is Melissa's channel right here. If I didn't preface this yet, what you're watching this is footage inside of the house. Okay. At 34 Fairview. This is what happened that night. If anybody asks, this is what they're saying on the stand. I know, because it's Baby Brian's birthday bash. All right. This is what they did that night. I got footage from inside the house. Look, there's fucking Baby Brian right there.
Hey, guys, the game's about to start here. Let me turn the sound up. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Do you know what the owner's manual for this thing is?
I think I threw it away.
Oh, that was good. Try to figure out what the make is. We can try.
See, this is them talking about their Nagle. Their Nagle broke, and they're trying to get the make and model so they can call me. And by me, I mean Nagle Incorporated CSR reps.
To get a hold of the website and figure out how to fix this darn thing.
Well, when I was 4, I helped my grandpa fix his radio. I bet you I can help fix it.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I think that helps. I can go get the tools we need. Okay, let's see. Hammer, saw.
A saw? If you know.
A snow blower, some red Solo cups.
Hey, wait. I got an idea. I heard that there's a group of kids down at the school and they're watching the game too. Why don't we just go down there and then in between the commercials we can tell about Jesus. Yes, it's a good idea.
Well, you guys, why don't we just take this time to think about how, being members of a church are just like being on a football team.
Guys, hey, this is gonna be pretty expensive. This is gonna be pretty expensive to fix. We should probably all give Joe like a couple bucks to help with the repairs. You can use my hat if you want to.
Hey, maybe we should all form a circle and pray about this situation. God knows what is happening to us, and He loves us enough to fix our TV.
No, seriously, guys. Maybe God's using this to show us that we're making football too big a part of our lives.
Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
Did you see Jen over there drinking? Look at her. She's just fucking getting wasted.
No, seriously, guys. Maybe God's using this to show us that we're making football too big a part of our lives.
Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I guess next time I'll just get the TV service before the big game.
Hey guys, look what I found. We can still watch the big game.
Crazy maniacs.
Hold on. I just asked him this question. He didn't know what you meant. I put it in the comments. Hold on. Let me pull up his YouTube page. Here. Yeah, he said a fire pit. Yin yang. I don't know. I'm not trying to like identify gender. I'm just like, well, it's my goddamn page. It should be YouTube. I had just posted. Let me make sure I put the right one. Fuck. You guys be following the wrong person. Oh, dangerous site. Attackers. Uh-oh. Well, nope. Don't want that. Oh, that's because I put YouTube. Don't go to youtube.com. They'll get you. Hold on. Let me heavy breathe. Let me do a bev real quick. No, it should be his face. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. It should look like this. Okay. And I'll put that there. There you go. So that's what it looks like. Look at him right there with the wind blowing through his hair. The Legacy mixtape. And there's Lo-Fi Towel Jams. Chief Wigs. Big old beefy boy. An Anal Slut, which is about your dad. Just kidding. Who is Anal Slut about? Nobody.
Literally just like 17-year-old me just freestyling.
Oh, that's just a 17-year-old him. Freestyle. Oh, that, yeah. So that was when he was 17 years old. And he was just freestyling about anal sluts. So you are going to find a lot of songs that are extremely offensive. He was I'm telling him your secrets. He was a little MySpace famous back in the day. He had a Bop It video that went pretty viral. You will notice he has My Chemical Romance hair and lip piercings, and he was in a band called what were you? Chuck Norris the band, and they were a hardcore band, and he would vomit into cups. And what did you do? Did you drink vomit? What'd you do? He was like a little Sid Vicious back in the day. Okay. So if you like Gigi Allen, Sid Vicious, Andy Milonakis, all that shit, MC Chris era, his arch enemy. If you like, he toured on Warped Tour with his buddy Weird Science, shit like that. If you like hip hop and death metal and hardcore music from the 90s to mid 2000s, oh man, you're gonna love him. You're gonna love him. You remember Chuck Norris, the band, Mitty? You probably would. What did they talk about, you guys, on Cheaters or Conan? Conan. Yeah, they talked about him. They showed them on Conan, but he's never actually seen it. People have told him about that. Yeah, Anal Slut is Clam. That is true. Mary Malarkey, No Fucks Malux, wants you to know that she loves a lot of your mashups and she ignores the lyrics. That's a big compliment for Mary. He appreciates you. He's distracted right now. He's looking down at his phone, probably making sick mixes. You took an Ambien right before you saw that I was going live, so now you're in bed with hiccups and you ate a bag of kettle corn. I cannot wait for the late night emails. If you're anything like Melissa, you'll send me a very funny email. And you'll probably do some make a life-changing decision, and then the next day wake up and say, just kidding. You can, nanas are absolutely allowed to subscribe. Listen, his mom is a Mimi. She's a sweetheart. And she listens to devotionals and Christian gospel music. Yet I have sat in a car with her as she rapped along heinous lyrics that I had no idea he wrote that frankly offended the shit out of me. And I liked them. And it was very funny. And seeing her do it made me go, wow. Wow. Maybe he's not a giant walking red flag after all. I love him to death. And the shit he used to write is hilarious. It is also satirical and it is hip hop. And I really enjoy it. So yeah, that's his, anyone can listen to it. You might find it refreshing and ahead of its time. That's what they say. Dirty Nagle lyrics. Yes, absolutely. And who was it that did the cameo on your song or the, what's it called, the feature? Was it Genuine? Who did you get? Mystical. He has a song with Mystical. And we both have a song with DJ Z from WW. What is his character now? Now he's Joaquin Wild. He's in LWO now. And that's that guy made a rap with us. That's our buddy who made a rap with us. And he's on there too. So you can hear Mystical on one of his songs. And then his buddy Weird Science is the guy from Coheed and Cambria, right? Yeah. And you'll hear him on there. Maybe. I don't know. You'll definitely see a video of him pissing off a band who he tells a really crazy joke to. And the guy, fuck, I'm blanking right now. Who is it that you told the 9 arms joke to? Guitar player, Killswitch. Yeah, Killswitch Engage. Want to punch him in the face. That video's up there, I think. You see him get in a fight with Killswitch, or Killswitch Engage tries to attack Dead's boyfriend for a joke about Def Leppard. So yeah, that's the right page. You can find him there. This is TGIF preview. Let me go back here to Crazy Crazy Worship. Thank you for subscribing. Once he gets 500 subscribers, he said whatever happens first. If I hit 10K or if he hits 500, he's gonna come host an episode, answer all your questions. It's turned into hosting an episode. It was answer all your questions. Now he's just gonna he's gonna do everything for me. Okay. Now we're gonna watch Crazy Crazy Worship, and then I'm gonna play all of your voicemails you left me, which was fun. I'm gonna go check and see if there's any new ones. Get them in now. Yeah, that mystical. Pretty sure it was before. Holy shit. So many people have done so much fucked up shit. Shit, I got a fucking Kiss tattoo. And a Quentin Tarantino one. And I'm sitting here going, God, please don't fuck up Beyond Being Weird for feet.
God is cool, and that's a fact. Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Huh. Yeah. He say, Pharaoh, whoa baby, let my people go. Huh. Yeah. Now Satan, put your finger, I can't do it because my hat, I'll take my hat off. Satan is like, you like this, so do like this. Satan is like old Pharaoh too. He's got men doing what he wants him to, because that's somebody imitating another person. But God sent Jesus to tell him so.
Mary, I just told him. He said he fucking loves Tiny Tim, and he does. That's true. And he also loves, one of you guys mentioned Dr. Demento. That's like one of his favorites. He's obsessed. And Weird Al is his hero. So, yeah, there you go.
To back off, Jack, and let my people go. Okay, that's Pharaoh.
You can be 7 or 70, running or rolling, beginner or champion. No matter who you are, table tennis is healthy fun. And the more you learn, the better it gets. Scott Price, the U.S. National Touring Coach, will demonstrate the strokes for you. The stroke can be short, medium, or long. Red Shirt is displaying some of the most spin-laden chops ever recorded. They hover in midair like killer bees. Make sure your shorts are belted securely. Some gymnasiums are drafty. Here's Scott's amazing behind-the-back smash. Gauge the ball and lean slightly forward. Then lift your free arm clear of the ball path. Then call your friendly chiropractor. Please don't tell anyone.
Fact. The fat guy, Chris, stole sunglasses from the Spencers I was working at in college. And I said, that's assault, but I let him do it because I like his band.
It's rumored that Scott has had chorus line experience. Then get yourself a mirror and practice imitating the form of Scott's strokes. And do it over and over and over and over.
Hello, Eric. Welcome.
Today, $34 billion a year is stolen through shoplifting. And it isn't some 12-year-old kid that walks inside and steals one of them little discs that goes into your 45. My background is that I spent 20 years of my life as a professional thief. I look more like a narcotics officer. I used to put 45 record albums in the front of my pants in a second and a half.
Sir, you're going to get a date talking like that. How many records did you stuff in your fucking pants? How many records? That's crazy. 50? 50. You need to practice your strokes. 4-stroke, gang. All right? Take 10 to 12 Benadryl. I'm just kidding. All right. Silent Partners is so funny. The way this guy talks about shoplifting is how I wish Chief Burke would have talked about the Lisk investigation, but he didn't. Okay, I've got everything ready. Yeah, like ring toss. I've got everything ready to play your songs. I mean, not your songs, your that would have been funny if you guys just sent me a bunch of music to play your voicemails back to you. And I've heard maybe 3 or 4 of them. And I said, that's assault. These kids are insane. All right. So we're going to be surprised together. And then we're probably never going to do that again, depending on what's there. All right, here we go.
Half and walk by the same cashier 5, 10, 15. She says, I want to see that. I got to see that.
Who is the thief? The guy that's going to walk in your door wearing a bandana around his eyes? Or maybe the guy with a real villain mustache? How about a guy like me with a nice suit on and a polite smile, smoking a pipe? If a thief comes inside your store and steals...
If you're smoking a pipe in the store, sir, yeah, you're going to look fucking crazy because you can't do that no more. This video was not ahead of its time.
Steals $100 worth of product. It's going to take this store $2,300 worth.
Did you hear that? He's talking about Jeff's product. All of these are related to 34 Fairview.
This store $2,300 worth of sales to break even. And that's a fact. If you see somebody walk inside your store with baggy clothing on, an oversized shirt.
Wait, why did they cut to an Eddie Murphy? Is that Coming to America? What the fuck? I'm sorry, I have to go back. I never noticed that before.
Sales to break even. And that's a fact. If you see somebody walk inside your store with baggy clothing on, an oversized shirt, large pants, go give them good customer service. I even worked with a woman one time who wore a fabricated belly. If you ever see anybody walking around your store with a video or an album or a CD.
Was it Beverly Hills Cop? I don't know. The what is the cover? I thought he had the hat on. It might have been Beverly Hills. Oh, it was. Is that? That's crazy. Why'd they? I guess because of cops. I don't know. It feels like racially profiling, doesn't it? It feels like that's what he's saying. Fake victim belly.
Somebody walk inside your store with baggy clothing on, an oversized shirt, large pants, go give them good customer service. I even worked with a woman one time who wore a fabricated belly. If you ever see anybody walking around your store with a video or an album or a CD and they put it in the wrong place, go over and give them good customer service. Give the impression that you're not alone. Call out across the floor. Hey, Lisa, can you ask Jack to come out on the floor? If there's no thieves in the store, there's no harm done. But if there is a thief, there's no way he will wait around to find out if you've discovered him. One last thing. If you've scared the thieves out of the store, that's great.
Hey, what? We need to address this. Reggie Gray. What happened to your Twitter? How'd you get locked out? What do you mean? Email me. I can walk you through getting back in. If you guys ever get locked out of Twitter or something happens, hit me up. I am going to be doing a video soon. I started prepping it. I'll probably put it up as a video and not a live, but maybe I'll just turn it into a live. I think we can keep it controlled. But I'm going to probably go right into it without any weird videos on that one because I do want people to have a good reference. I think you guys, I'm trying to think of how many I did. I did 2 or 3 episodes on scams, right? And I told you guys when more scams come out that we would do more. And a couple of you guys hit me up about, can you do another video on boomers so that we don't get scammed? And I said, sure, my boomer friend. Sure, my sweet Mimi online. But I want to include it for all ages, like ways that your kids get scammed and all the new stuff that's coming out. Because there's a lot of new scams that have been coming out. The biggest one I actually saw on Twitter, because I wasn't very Twitter active until I got this account. My old account, I think I only used it for at midnight and then randomly wrestling stuff. So, and then I have another account for work that I don't remember the password for or the screen name, honestly. So I don't remember that. It's written down somewhere. But there are a lot. We have talked about crypto scams, Starzy. That is a big thing. But there are a lot that have been popping up on there that I noticed that people, even in our chat, fell for, and you don't have to feel bad about it at all if you were one of them. But something happened with and I don't want to speak too much on it because I don't know all the specifics. I think it was SD got like they said she got hacked, and I missed the I hacked her Twitter, says Rizverse. That's hilarious. People were saying she got hacked, and a lot of people sometimes will say hack and they use it wrong. Like hacking is like taking over a phone line or taking over an account and using it in a very specific way. Some people will get people locked out by trying to log into someone else's account over and over and then lock them out just to be a dick. And then sometimes it will get legit hacked, usually by like by someone in another country, and they just start spamming crypto stuff. So that's more of a scam than a hack, but it does include light hacking. Actual hacked accounts usually are for a nefarious purpose, and it's typically like businesses. So when people were saying that, I was like, well, what the fuck happened to her? Like, did somebody, because that would entail someone putting out false tweets, and they usually have an agenda. It's usually not private or personal. It's something like, again, crypto stuff. But I noticed that if you type the word hack or locked out or anything that has to do with an account issue onto the Twitter platform, you get swarmed with bots. Whether you're speaking on behalf of yourself or someone else, if you use certain buzzwords, bots will swarm. What do the bots look like? A lot of the bots will look like, I mean, some of them will look like legit accounts, but they'll be locked. Like they'll have a little lock on it that's like only certain people can see this. And they do that specifically so that you can't see their private stuff, but it makes you look like a legit person. And they do it once they build up a couple of hundred followers. So when they do that, if you see an account that has a lock on it and it looks like a legit account and it has a couple of hundred followers, even that can be a fake account. Not saying that it's a bot, but that could be, typically it's created by someone who is setting off a bunch of bots. And what they do is they create a shitload of fake accounts. There's numerous ways you can do it. Sometimes you can use different software to make like 100 or more, right? And you type in these buzzwords almost like you would a Google alert, and certain words will pop up and it will alert them. And then you will get swarmed with bots that say, hey, if you need help, go to this person, and they'll link that account with the lock on it that looks legit. Go to this person. They're a cybersecurity professional and they can help you. And you'll get like 100 of those. And sometimes it's different names. So those aren't real people. Those are people who want you to go DM an account. And then once you do, they will send you a link, or there will be a link directly in the tweet that says go here. And once you click that, you're pretty much fucked. Okay. They will, what is my email? Oh, here you go, hon. I'll put that up right here. Sorry. And I want to show you guys this. So maybe while we're watching one of these videos here in a bit, I can look it up for you. But I'd like to do a whole episode on it because there are so many different scams now that are, especially on X, where it doesn't look like a typical scam. You know what I mean? It looks like it's going to be something like, let me help you, from a complete stranger. And sometimes it can be like a customer service issue. Usually it's something to do with your Twitter account. So if you ever have an issue with your Twitter, just go report it or follow the Twitter process and literally go through the account settings and do it on your own. Do not announce on Twitter that you're having an issue, because you are going to get swarmed with those fucking bots. And so anyway, with the Etsy story, here's what happened. Hold on, let me actually update this. With the Etsy story, it was, hold on one second, because I don't really use this TikTok. So apparently something happened, and from what I could tell, it looked like something happened with Etsy's account and she couldn't log into it. Something was going on there. It looked like it might have just been a situation where maybe somebody did lock her out of her account for whatever reason. It was probably an anti-FKR person just being a dick. Usually that's what happens, and then you can recover it within 72 hours, sometimes 48 hours. But But what's interesting is there were so many fucking bots that responded to everybody who retweeted, hey, if you get a link from Etsy or Etsy from Etsy, don't open it. And I'm just using this as an example because it happened. Like a lot of people were retweeting and sharing it. And then you'd see like 10 responses and they were all from bot accounts saying, hey, I know so-and-so, they're a cybersecurity expert. Go ask them. Or if you need help with a Twitter issue, blah, blah, blah. And I saw some people click on it and then they were like, oh, fuck. And then they got fucked over. And then I saw anti-FKR people fucking ripping on them, which was rude as fuck. Like, who does that? But of course they do. So I kind of want to do an episode on stuff like that, like how to know, because even I at first was like, who's this guy that all these people are recommending? And then when you go to his page, it's like, oh shit, this is one of those crypto accounts that like sucks people in, and this sucks. And I tried to put a warning out about it, and then I got swarmed with like 100 bots, and then I deleted it because I didn't want people to fall for those. But that's what they want you to do. They don't want you to warn people. And if you type in specific buzzwords, then they're going to swarm you with it. And then before you know it, you are now a lure for them, and you don't want to do that. So I think by putting out a video, by just posting the video, it is going to circumvent the buzzwords issue, and they won't attach themselves to it, but it will also give good information on how to know when something is a real account or a fake account fucking on you. So we are going to do that. Yeah, so I'm saying if you want algorithm interactions, you should comment the word hack. Yeah, and you're going to get swarmed with bots. Like, or even just a phrase like, I think I've been hacked, or I've been hacked, or I think my Twitter got hacked, anything like that. You're going to probably get a ton of suggestions. It also depends on how many friends you have on Twitter. Like if you have less than 100, then you're likely not to get caught up in botville. But if you have over 100, there is a good chance that you might get swarmed. So that's another thing. If you see a bunch of crypto stuff tagging you, make sure that you block it and untag yourself, because then you become a lure for crypto scams. And in the future, when they purge bots, they're going to think you're a bot and likely purge you. So that's just something to consider. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play for you guys, and I'm going to put something cool up, like a picture up while I play these. And I'm just really excited. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Before I play those, because I did want to pull up something else for you guys to show you. I'm going to play you one. Here, I'll play you I'll play you Puppy Pals and How to Be a Real Man. I'm going to play these because I see 2 more people left voicemails. Let me download those real quick and add them, and then we will get on with it. All right, here we go. I'm seeing all of your fucking responses. It's very funny. To recover, my account page won't load. Once my brain wakes up, I'll go on the PC. Yeah, Reggie, do that. Go on the PC and hit me up on the PC. Hit up the ops on the PC. I got you.
Just like you, animals are born little too. Strong and tough, they're not. They need lots of love, they need lots of hugs, 'cause in animal years they're tots. Here, little animal, here, little pal, you're as cute as you can be. Come to me here and be my friend. We'll make each other happy, you'll see.
Puppies like to have fun too, but sometimes when they're playing, they need to stop for a snack or a drink of water.
Just like you, animals need their munchies too. A sip, a bite, then chew. Tiny little tummy, a little food is yummy. To them, life is just all brand new. Precious Pal Pop.
Hi kids, we're Grandma and Grandpa Meyer.
Wasn't that fun? We also hope you'll want to watch Kitten Companions and Barnyard Buddies. See you soon.
By the way, I really did want to play you guys the three-legged puppy. I wanted to play that for you so bad, but here's the thing. Here's the is that Luigi? Goddamn. I can't do it. Puppy Bowl will copyright, but not just that, they'll like strike me for it. And also, the puppy didn't even play in the Puppy Bowl, did it? I didn't see it play. I just saw them do a video showcasing it. And it was the shortest video out of all of them. Like, out of all the snippets of all the puppies, they showed her the least. It pissed me off. Was it a he? I thought it was a she. I thought her name was Bella or something. That might have been the dog before. I didn't see that. I just saw them holding the dog. He's so fucking cute. He didn't make it in the puppy thing or in this guy. He died? Probably. Oh, rock on the foot. Well, they were trying to get the three-legged puppy adopted, I think, right? If not, then what the fuck? Yeah, oh shit.
Joe Simmons used to be.
First of all, this is what I'm talking about. The nail in the foot and the rock on the foot sucked. And also, this is what I mean. This is the type of shit you can't fabricate. Oscar Pistorius puppy reference, Melissa. This is why. This is why they hate you, because they ate you. All right. That is fucking amazing. Now I'm picturing an Oscar Pistorius puppy. How fucking dare you? The puppy performed with Kendrick Lamar. Shut the fuck up.
Your average teenager.
Really?
He enjoyed his
I thought it was a
music.
she. Maybe I was looking at the wrong fucking puppy.
He liked
see
his
his leg.
magazines. He loved his television programs. He worshipped Marissa Wilson. He had a few pet habits. But then, Joe got a message. Now, Joe will never be the same.
Green Day, not today. Counting Crows, your number's up. Pearl Jam, your toe jam. Consider yourself disconnected. Joe, hey, you got a light? I'm gonna let it shine. What's up, Joe? Are you crazy? Crazy? Yo loco por Jesus.
All right, here we go. Yeah, Joe's a hater of Jesus now. They did that to him. They fucked on him, and now he hates God. No. It's what happens when you listen to the Counting Crows. They fucking rule. August and everything after. I mean, that and fucking Jamiroquai, Traveling Without Moving, and John Popper. Is that, what was it? Blues Traveler. I was listening to a lot of that the other day. And I tossed in a little bit of a Flagpole Sitta. You remember that? Dude, he probably knows my grandpa. 100% probably knows my grandpa, who, by the way, is the same age as my mom, because my grandma banged a dude 20 years younger than her and made him her hubby, her common law hubby. All right. So he's technically my step grandpa. And yeah, and Halliburton gave out fucked up Christmas shirts or sweaters. They were like oil rigs and skulls. I'll find a picture. I'll blur his face. You could see him. It's crazy. I was like, I remember that Christmas being like, yo, what are you fucking wearing? And he's like, this is our company Christmas sweater. And I was like, Jesus, Rita Lombardi Christ, are you serious? Yes. It was a black Christmas sweater because oil. And it has skulls and oil rigs pixelated. And they gave that to everybody. And then I think they fired everyone and they moved everything out to Calaveras Lake. Fucking wild. Fucking wild. You walked out on Counting Crows? I walked up to Adam Duritz, whatever. Jesus wept. He did. He did. Okay, guys, we're going to listen. These are, I've only listened to like 3 or 4 of these. I don't think anyone confessed to murder. We'll find out. I'm going to play them in order. I think they're in order. And this is just it started in the 60s. Damn. I don't know when my grandpa started there. I feel like in the mid 2000s. Yeah, war crimes. He did a war crime by working there. Oh, I let him know every holiday. I let him know. I tried to tell him about that hilarious thing fucking old Borat did when he made the most recent movie and he tried to get fucking what's his name to sign a goddamn waterboarding kit. And I told him about it. He was like, yeah, that was hilarious. Jesus Christ. Did you people learn anything? All right. But he was in a war, so I can't tell him shit. All right. Here's what we're doing. I'm going to play these for you in order, and we'll just respond to them together. This is a test. This is only a test by the American Broadcasting System. I just wanted to see if we can do an apology line. I'm just calling it OBology Line because I thought it was funny. You don't have to apologize for anything. You can say whatever you want. As I had instructed, say whatever the fuck you want. It is only a test. And I wanted to see, yeah, it was Cheney. That's it. You want murder? I'm sorry, Stevie. I don't know if I can provide that for you yet. Let me get a few more followers and then I'll see what I can do. Okay, so I'm going to play these for you. Again, they could be anything. I wanted to see, do they sound good? And by good, I mean like a crackly old phone, kind of. And if not, I'll put an effect on them. Whoops. Let me pause this. Whoops. Almost played the first one right away. B, can I download them so that we can put them in an order so that I can play them back to you? Check. Yes. C, how many can they handle? Well, I think I have 10 to 12, maybe 13 of them for you. And it was allowing it. It allowed it. And I had like 1,000 backed up from that account because I used to use it for a work phone. And then I changed the phone number so we could do this. So far, no issues. The only thing that I saw was someone from the UK said that they were having a problem with leaving a message or the number basically working for them, being able to dial it. There are 2 workarounds for this. Number 1, I believe you can do it, pardon me, if you use a VPN and you put yourself in the US. If you don't use a VPN and you can't put yourself in the US, oh my God, the notes. If you don't use a VPN and you can't put yourself in the US, then one of the other options is using WhatsApp and leaving a message that way. So with that said, or what is this? Plus 011? Is that a thing? All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead. You want to hit this? This, what's it? A goji berry cigarette? All right, kids. Get your adult beverages out. Get your wacky cabbage out. We're about to listen to you. And this is anonymous. I did, pardon me, delete all remnants of any phone numbers that did slip through. I put it in my settings so that it would default everything to spam, which I believe blocks it. And then I can download it there, which worked success. But yeah, United States code. Okay, we'll try that. I'll put that up there. You know what? Even if you want to call me now, it should still be working. If you scroll up, the number should be there. I wonder if nope. I'll pull it in a little bit and put it back up. We'll put it back up tonight. It's a good goji berry cigarette. Jesus Christ. Woo! You're a Cabbage Patch Kid? All right. This is the best fake cult. I am fake as fuck. I'm literally a hologram. You're right. Exploit me, kids. Exploit me. Extort me. Exploit me. Do what you need to do. But most importantly, leave me weird voicemails at night. Like you've done. And I'm so proud of you. All right, here we go. Here's the first one. You ready? Let me make sure it's nice and loud. Here we go.
Hello, Daddy Bob. How you doing? Just giving you a call. Love you. Bye.
Oh, that was nice. Let's hear it again.
Hello, Daddy Bob. How you doing? Just giving you a call. Love you. Bye.
That was nice. Thank you. I love you too. I like being called Daddy Bob. All right. Here's the next one.
Hey, Dad Bob. Just calling to test it out. Thanks. Bye.
Hey, thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. That worked out great. That was just a little tester. I appreciate you taking part in the test.
I'd like the chef salad, please, with the oil and vinegar on the side and the apple pie a la mode. And I'd like the pie heated, and I don't want the ice cream on the top. I want it on
When
the
Harry Met
side.
Sally.
And I'd like strawberry instead of vanilla if you have it. If not, then just whipped cream. But it's only if it's real. If it's out of a can, then nothing.
Dude, we have to compare that to the real one. Was that the exact? You can hear it fine. Volume is low. Shit. I have it turned all the way up too. I'm going to have to go raise the volume on these. Unless I can do it in here. Can I do it in here? Oh, I can do it in here. Here we go. This is much better. I'll play it again so that you can hear the second voicemail. It sounds like she was quoting my favorite movie from When Harry Met Sally. One of my top 5. And I think I know who this is, actually. So, good job staying anonymous. But we also, I believe when we talked about When Harry Met Sally on here, we discussed how difficult, at least I said, my orders are just like hers. Like, a la mode, this on the side, no onions, do this, blah, blah, blah. This is the order from When Harry Met Sally. Let's see if this is louder. Here we go.
Hey, Dad Bob. Just calling to test it out. Thanks. Bye. Hey, Dad.
Okay, this is it. Sorry.
I'd like the chef salad, please, with the oil and vinegar on the side and the apple pie a la mode. And I'd like the pie heated, and I don't want the ice cream on the top. I want it on the side. And I'd like strawberry instead of vanilla if you have it. If not, then just whipped cream. But if only if it's real. If it's out of a can, then nothing.
I want whipped cream, but only if it's real. If it's out of the can, then I want nothing. Do you guys hear that okay? Was that better? I never liked that goddamn wagon wheel coffee table. You know who it is. You guys know who it is. You were surprised it made it past VHS. It's one of the best movies. It's so good. Baby Fishmouth. Baby Fishmouth is sweeping the nation. The can is real. It's so good. The White Man's Overbite. Billy Crystal. God damn. What a great fucking. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So where were we at? Right. Make sure.
Hello, I'd like the chef.
No, that was okay. Here.
Non-consensual kidneys for Uncle Frank. Woo! 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 Non-consensual kidneys for Uncle Frank. Woo!
That's a shirt.
Non-consensual kidneys.
And it just plays it over and over again. I know exactly who the fuck that is. I'll have what she's having. We know who that was. That's a beat right there. That is a beat right there. Non-consensual kidney for Uncle Frank. Woo! I'm sending that in. I'm sending that to MC Lunchbox. We're putting that in a jam.
Testes, testes. 1, 2, 3. Testes, testes. 1, 2, 3.
That's a Beavis and Butthead reference. Testes, testes. 1, 2, 3.
I'm looking for my husband. $50,000.
I'm looking for my husband. $50,000.
Is that Onija? Is that Onija? Looking for your husband? $50,000? Damn, that's good. Maybe we'll turn this all into a beat. Damn.
I'm looking for my husband. $50,000.
I'm looking for my husband.
I'm looking for my husband. $50,000.
That's going in there. That's got to be a beat.
Hello, Daddy Bob. How you doing? Just giving you a call. Love you. Bye.
I love you too. Let's hear it again.
Hello, Daddy Bob. How you doing? Just giving you a call. Love you. Bye.
I have no idea who that is, but what a pleasant voice. What a pleasant voice. Here we go.
I would like to apologize to myself because I have screwed myself in every way I possibly could throughout my entire life, knowing damn well the entire time I was screwing myself. Now that I am of age to make conscious decisions, I'd like to apologize to myself for wasting my entire life. But it's okay, because I learned lots of lessons. I would like to apologize.
I love that one. That was a legitimate apology line call. And here's the thing. Here you go, babe. Okay, here's how my brain works. It makes me think of the 12 steps in AA, right? And everybody knows this. If you've ever had someone you loved in AA, if you ever did Al-Anon for them, or if you yourself was in or in AA was in. Now, I'm allergic to alcohol, but a lot of my friends and exes are alcoholics, and I can tell you, boy, those 12 steps are a big part of some people getting their life together, right? One of the things that I kind of admired about it was that I think the steps are baby steps. It's not asking too much, and they're very forgiving of oneself, but also somehow reinforce something that's not quite guilt, but like accountability. You know what I mean? So it's not like saying it's okay that you did this. It's saying that you actively need to change, shit like that. You know, it's very healthy. And I like that. And they, even though they pray a lot and they, you know, have all the prayer, it's like, it's not inclusive to just religious people, you know, or exclusive to religious people. It's all inclusive. So that's pretty fucking cool to me. And I like that. But one of the things that I like the most is that there's the part of the 12 steps when you're like taking accountability or whatever, but also, I mean, really the steps before that, that kind of lead up to something that's very hard for people to do, to live with themselves when they've hurt others, which is forgiving yourself. You know what I mean? Like eventually you have to know that that's going to be a part of it, right? It's forgiving yourself. And that is something that people like to punish themselves for. And subconsciously, in my opinion, you know, people will over punish themselves or use punishing themselves as an excuse to go back and keep doing that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I may as well have already fucked up, that type of stuff. It can never get better. What's done is done. I'm fucked. But like, it forces you, once you get beyond the first couple of steps, to get to the one where you have to do that. Like, it's like, no, you have to forgive yourself. And in order to do that, what do you need to do? You have to apologize to yourself. But I don't recall it saying that, but that's the implication, right? Dennis system. It's the implication. Eventually, you're going to have to apologize to yourself. Now, that's the part that is not really vocalized. So I think what I like the most about that call is that it's definitely someone who's vocalizing that they need to apologize to themselves to forgive themselves. And they've clearly done that in life. And it sounds like they've done a lot of work because you can hear it and they summarize it very quickly. And I'm kind of a little guffawed right now, like, oh, like in awe, if you will, of like how perfectly stated that was, because it's like realistic. Like, look, I know what I fucking wasted, and I know that I could have been doing this and I didn't, and fuck it, I learned a lot, and now I'm gonna go forward, and that's sick. Like, I kind of really love that call, because that's a perfect example of someone who worked really hard. They're realistic, and they're ready to move on, and they're doing what they have to fucking do. And I like that. I like that. Yeah, you are. Well, you are the mother of dragons. You are the mother of dragons. You are punishing yourself by hanging out with Khal Drogo, but he is hot. So, you know, it's what happens when you're the mother of fucking dragons. But yeah, I like that call. That was a good call. Like, whew, we can learn something from that person. Whoever you are, thank you for calling in. That was sick as fuck. I don't even know where we are on this list. Hold on.
Yes, this is the Eddie Vedder sponsored Battered Women's Center. We got
The Eddie Vedder sponsored Battered Women's Center.
Anonymous call that you may be having some issues there at home. Of course, if you're in immediate danger, call 911. However, if we can help you in any way, please give us a call back. Thank you.
We're listening to that again. I'm letting it play again.
Yes, this is the Eddie Vedder sponsored Battered Women's Center.
Eddie Vedder.
We got an anonymous call.
I know who this
that you may
is.
be having some issues there at home.
I
Of course, if you're in immediate danger, call 911. However, if we can help you in any way, please give us a call back. Thank you.
If you were here in the chat last night, Eddie Vedder was a heavy topic. I did express my love for the Vedsky and talked a lot at length about Papa Uncle Mike and our willingness to cut our tits off for Eddie. One of you expressed that you had a bad experience because Eddie was drunk at a concert. I said, I'll take it. I don't care. I love him. Pretty sure he was wasted at the one I was at. And then he slid through Dillo shit. Dillo dirt. Smelled like poo. Even floor. Anyway, love Eddie Vedder. We were also talking about resources for battered women shelters because of the apology line. So whoever this was cleverly mashed up topics and used that to leave a very clever voice message that is chock full of the darkest of humor. And I think I know who it is. And that's Assault, and you're hilarious. I don't know where we are, but I kind of want to hear it again. Hold on.
Hello, Daddy Bob. How you doing?
No, we heard that one.
This is the Eddie Vedder sponsored Battered Women's Center. We got an anonymous call that you may be having some issues there at home. Of course, if you're in immediate danger.
Also, I love that I just pretended to be a CSR rep, and this person who is ahead of her time, whoever you are, or he with a feminine voice, no hate. Whoever this was, who I think I know who the fuck it was. You're ahead of your time. You're doing CSR shit before you knew this. You and Darlene might actually be sidekicks.
Call 911. However, if we can help you in any way, please give us a call back. Thank you.
You feel battered after that call in. Dirty
Yes,
Bob.
This is the
again. Okay, next one.
I would like to apologize to myself.
Nope, we heard that one. That was the good one.
Hi, OB. Big fan. As you are a personality on the internet
I think I know
would
who
like
this
to
is.
know what is your star sign?
How dare you?
Kisses.
I'm going to out you right now. Is this Daniel? How dare you? Star sign? If it's not Daniel, shocked. If it's Stevie, where's your accent? It's not Hudson. It was too giggly. That's a high voice. Who was that? Who was that? Okay. I'll tell you my star sign, but we're never talking about this shit again. How dare you bring the moon into it? Since I'm on the devil's lettuce, I'll tell you. I'll tell you I'm on Hudson's lettuce. Listen. Stop it. Don't butter me up. You're grounded. Listen. Melissa got it. She knew. I think that's what it is, Stevie. I think a star sign is your, was it Auntie? There's no way that's Auntie. No, that was not Auntie. No fucking way. That was, yeah, I think that's it, right? Isn't a star sign your astrology, your astrological thing? Yeah, I'm a Leo. Did you guess? You're a Leo too? Yeah, we're Leo Nation, apparently. A lot of Leos and Virgos in the chat. We found that out once, and I wanted to put a fucking gun in my mouth after learning that information, because who cares? Fuck the moon. And I apologize, and that was for satirical purpose or for entertainment purposes only. I was just kidding. I would never put a gun in my mouth. They don't taste good. It's just metal. Ugh. I want pineapple pizza. What does that mean? See, that's why I hate it. That's why I hate it. This is why I hate it. When people say, oh, that's such a Leo thing. What does that fucking mean? What does that fucking mean? Oh, that's such a Leo thing to do. That's very much a Leo. How dare you, Mitty? Yeah, that's right. I did the fucking voice. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's hear the next one.
Hello, Daddy Bob. How you doing?
Nope, we heard that one.
Yes, this is the Eddie
Vedder. Okay, and then this one.
Hi, OB.
Nope, we just heard this. I need to start labeling these better.
Ooh, beep, loud beep. I hope you have a great day. Bye.
What? What was the first thing?
Beep, loud beep. I hope you have a great day.
I hope you have a great day too. Did she say deep, loud beep? What was that? What is be plowed deep? What? Be plowed deep? What is that? Oh, by Lucky? You mean get lucky? Hold on.
Bye.
Gotta hear it again.
Ooh, beep, loud beep. I hope you have a great day.
That is the creepiest I hope you have a great day I've ever heard. And that woman holds a lot of power. I bet that woman is a manager at a bank or retired. I bet she's fired people in her lifetime.
Hey, I finally figured out who Grant reminds me of. It's the water boy, Adam Sandler. Watch the movie. You'll get the connection. Love from Jersey. Bye.
Who the fuck is that? The water boy. The accent is incredible. It's not Darlene. Who is that? It's not Dawn Marie, is it? No. It's who is that? That is the best. From Waterboy. Oh my God. I want to hear it 1,000 times.
Hey, I finally figured out who Grant reminds me of. It's the water boy, Adam Sandler. Watch the movie. You'll get the connection. Love from Jersey. Bye.
I'm hearing it again.
I finally figured out who Grant reminds
I finally figured out. I'm going to get this
me of.
accent.
It's the water boy.
It's the water boy. I love her accent.
Adam Sandler. Watch the movie. You'll get the connection. Love from Jersey. Bye.
Oh, I love the water boy. I'm Bicky Ballancourt, mama.
Hey, I finally figured out who Grant reminds me of. It's the water boy, Adam Sandler. Watch the movie. You'll get the connection.
I want this person to yell at me all day. Whoever you are, please call back. Please call back. I don't care if it's a fake accent. Just call back and yell at me in that voice. Talk some shit. Be like, you're a tramp. You're never going to make it. Nobody fucking likes you, bitch. I want you to really just Captain Insano. Captain Insano shows no moisty. I want you to fucking scream at me, call me names. Just make shit up. Be like, this is why your fucking father left. Just shit like that. I just want to hear you yell at me in that voice, okay? What a great voice. Okay, this one I did title these. This one's called Drunk Call.
Okay. So sometimes.
Hold on. I got to turn this one up. Is it at the loudest it can be? Okay, this is the loudest it can be. Oh, you can leave that open to air it out. That was assault. We got to air out that burp. Okay, let's hear this again.
I get really like drunk, but I get really drunk and I pretend to be different people, and I fuck with people in their lives. And then I press buttons like this. I try to come up with songs like this. Mary had a little lamb, you hear that playing?
Yeah, that's Auntie.
Did I get it? Alright, word.
That's Auntie.
Okay. So sometimes I get really like drunk, but I get really drunk and I pretend to be different people, and
this is Auntie.
I fuck with people in their lives.
In their lives. This is Gay Snake.
And then I press buttons like this.
Buttons like this.
I try to come up with songs
He's doing Onija.
Mary had a
Cancel.
little lamb, you hear that playing?
Auntie Deb, take that dick out of your mouth right now.
Did I get it? Alright, word.
No, honey. It's Auntie.
Okay.
He's scaring the dog. He's a gay snake. Sir.
I get really
Babe, will you give him an ice
drunk,
cube?
but I get really drunk and
Daddy has an ice cube for you.
I pretend to be different people.
Yeah, this is definitely Auntie.
In their lives.
She memorized the apology line. I fuck with people in their lives.
And then I press buttons like this.
Yeah, she's a gay drifter. She
Come up
got
with
it.
songs like
Try to
this.
come up with songs like this.
Mary had a little lamb, you hear that playing?
It sounds like she's doing a bad Eddie Murphy impression. I kind of love
Did I
it.
get it? Alright, word.
Like it. Work. Come on.
Okay.
This is crazy.
So
I can't tell if she did that on purpose or because the accent slipped. Oh my god. Okay. This one I'm playing, but I'm gonna speak during one part to drown it out because I did hear it a minute ago and I was like, oh shit. But also she acknowledged it in the chat, so I don't know if it's okay. Actually, let me just ask Tish, are you here, Tish? Tish Pomfrets, can I play yours? I don't think I should. I think I should wait till the next one. Will that be the OBology line number permanently? For a while, it might change. I might have to change it. We'll see. I think so. Or we could change it just to be fucking radical and be like, back in the day, the OG number was 737. I was on it back then. Back before she robbed that bank. What? Anonymous line. Tish, can I play yours? No, but Tish is her fake name. She's high as fuck. Okay, she doesn't care. I mean, if you, it's anonymous if you want it to be. If you want to say your name, you can say your name. I don't give a fuck. Tish's is pretty good though. It's pretty good. I like it. Yeah.
Hey, OB and crew. It's Tish Pomfret, but my name is really Susan.
There you go. Well, fuck.
Just be pain in the ass.
I shut up right
I
when
love this show so much. I love you guys so much. I don't really have a lot to
Love
say. I'm trying to find the OSINT stuff. I should be able to get some copies maybe of something. But anyway, I love all the stuff you've been doing. I've actually even started watching the Vince McMahon thing because I really know nothing about wrestling, but I'm getting into it now because I'm interested and I want to be able to know what you guys are talking about. And what, 57, 58, something, and I can tell you're all my sisters and brothers. I can tell. I'm in Massachusetts, and I love Frank so much.
Go Bulldogs.
Deb, and I hope to
Frank.
meet them
Go
soon.
Deb.
And I'm
Did she
just
say
getting
O.J.
a horrible
Simpson?
stomach bug, and I haven't eaten anything all day. So I
Did
love
you
you
eat?
all, and I'll talk to you soon.
Oh, we love you
I have
too.
something more clear the next time to say. I've been known to do a few X's. That was not a good example. Okay, thanks.
That was a good accent. She did an accent. I've been known to do a few. That was fucking great. Tish wanted to say she loves you guys. She's in Massachusetts and she can do accents. Oh, Tish, you're such a sweetie. You're such a sweetheart. You're trying to do the consonants. Be careful. You're gonna end up in jail, mate. Tish, do you have access to the OSINT sheet? Do you have your vaccine? Here's what I'm gonna do. How about this? Do you got your vaccine? Do you got your shots? Do you got your passport? Okay. Do you got your passport? How's it go? Girl, you better get your passport, get your vaccine, get your shots. That's crazy. He's sex trafficked. Anyway, who peed? Oh, R. Kelly or the dog? Did Mookie's pee?
He sex trafficked or peed?
He did both. He peed and sex trafficked. He peed on a trafficking victim. Yeah. So you can't sing the passport shot song anymore.
Like he paid
Womp womp. No, he didn't pay. He didn't pay anyone. He sex trafficked. He got paid. If anything, maybe. I don't know if it would. Technically, it was a RICO case. He did a lot, babe. He did a lot. Yep.
Not R.
No, not R. Not R. Kelly. He's a pirate. R. He's literally putting women on boats and taking them elsewhere. Also, he married Aaliyah when she was too fucking young. He did a Triple H. And she was the Stephanie McMahon, and he did the whole. It wasn't consensual. She's a child. He tried to do a conservatorship. He tried to do a Britney Spears down on her, and then it turned into a Stephanie Triple H. And then it turned into her dying.
I'm gonna make it. You can't play that. Next.
You can't play that on television? Yeah. Hell yeah, on YouTube.
R. Kelly, P. Diddy.
Yeah, you can't play that no more.
The Lost Prophets.
Ew, Lost Prophets, dude. A playlist of things you can't play. Chris Benoit's theme song, any song by the Lost Prophets, which is only one because no one gave a fuck. R. Kelly, all his albums, all of P. Diddy. That includes Mace, who is a preacher, forever now affiliated. Pastor Mace.
I still listen to R. Kelly and Kanye all the time.
Don't admit that on my stream. I know you love Kanye. Him and fucking Aunt Deb, by the way, love Kanye. So they're canceled. Do you support him acting out on Twitter as of late?
Yeah, dude.
He loves a good troll.
He's a pro wrestling character.
He is a wrestling character. He's cutting promos to upset the masses. I do think that was okay. Everything he said, I'm against. He's a fucking idiot. But he's also in the throes of mental health addiction, or not mental health addiction, mental health problems, and possibly addiction, allegedly, according to fucking rumors. So take that with a grain of nothing. But what's fascinating is he announced at the beginning, he's like, want to see me take down 4 big white-owned conglomerates or some shit in a day on the internet. Deletes it, I believe. It might still be up. I don't remember. He deleted a few, and then he changed some. But he started out with, like, he got kicked off Instagram or something. And then he was like, oh, fuck this. Watch me destroy these businesses ran by white people on the internet. Watch me fuck some shit up. And then he says all this horrifically racist shit, anti-Semitic shit, crazy shit, mean shit, anti-woman. Just literally, he became Pepe the Frog in that moment. He trolled hard. He did old school trolling shit, which is insane. Like, wow. He's going back to the 90s. Then he put everything on his website, according to Aunt Deb, for like $20. So like $1,500 shoes, now $20. Everything $20. Then he just, I mean, it was a manic episode. Let's be real. Probably, allegedly. But here's the thing. In the end, he put out some very important tweets in the middle that made me go, oh shit. If I were a conspiracy theorist, I would bet that was done purposefully, obviously, but maybe that's what all this is about. Because what he said was, and I sent them to Aunt Deb, I was like, whoa. He said, Fox News, are you going to take that money that I gave you? Because if you're going to take that money that I gave you, do you endorse everything I'm saying? Like, basically, you have to admit that you agree with everything I just tweeted, or give me my money back. So by keeping his $140 million donation or whatever it was, he's saying you side with everything I just said. And part of me went, if he were on some deep shit and trying to take shit down from the inside, he'd have to do some wild shit, and saying the craziest worst shit you can say and then forcing massive companies to endorse it or give you back a bunch of money you apparently gave them is pretty fucking insane and a little genius. But I hate everything he said. But if you think about it, that's kind of the point, right? You get mad and then you go, what the fuck? And everybody's pissed off. And it's forcing these big companies he gave money to either side with him and take his money or give it back. So what's more important to them, money or these people? And that makes them look bad. So he put 4 of them on notice. But then again, he said such awful shit. I'm like, what the fuck, you fucking piece of shit? It's very confusing because people say Kanye's a genius, right? Lyrically. Like, he is a musical genius. People have always said that, right? If you're a genius, you got to do some genius shit. Is this genius shit? Or is he in the throes of mental illness? That's what you have to ask yourself. Hudson says he is mentally deranged and accidentally genius once in a while until he speaks again. That is perfectly yes. You, Satan, can you just come take over? Because that is exactly yes. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Yes, agree. It's very fucking weird. I don't know if it's 50-50 or what, but I know that he's off his meds. And Charlemagne has yet to intervene, but he did talk some shit, and now it's probably going to get worse. What? What?
I was converting my the hour and 47 one with video, and then it said 98% on it. It took like 25 minutes. And then I have to fucking record some shit. So I screenshotted all my parts on the script and sent it to the iPad.
And it interrupted it.
At 98%.
Yep. 98%. Now you got to start over, don't you? Steve Jobs, he had 1 job. Looks like he didn't do it too well. Enjoy those Apple products. People jump into nets. I'm going to keep saying it. Don't work for that guy. All right. Here we go. Who's a fake victim? What did Riz do? Riz is a victim. Leave Riz alone. She's just trying to take dumps in the woods. Leave her be. Fucking auntie. I can't tell if that's auntie or Frank. I'm still trying to figure it out. I think it's Frank. I think it is. I think it's you, Francis. Where are you, Francis? I'm going to sniff her out. She's a tough one. She's the toughest one I've ever had to track. They're not really beefing. If they are, you're beefing with Francis, you dingo. Yep. Remember when she shaved her head, and attacked people with an umbrella? Brittany, bitch. You pee where you sit, Laura. It's the law. 3 seashells. Laura, you can't move. Don't fucking move, Laura. What's going on with Laura? Is she frozen? Auntie, part of my first call was to test myself, climb out, and be fucking me, right? Could play it as is. I mumble like a motherfucker. Sorry. Don't worry. You're a little mumbly child. Steven, I will do that. Uh-oh. Laura, got you. Okay. I don't know what's going on right now. Who is sick of people touching her? Who gas fished you? Miss Tombstones. Jesus Christ. Someone make me a fake profile picture of me like that. I want to be indigenous in Australia. Who got gas fished? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I think those are all of them. And that's on you. You know, make more content. Oh wait, no, there's one more here.
Goodness me, it's hard to start anything else like this, having a confession to make. But I wanted to say that the other day, I accidentally underpaid for a couple of crawlers for donuts. I think you call them donuts. I accidentally underpaid for them, and I went back and I tried to leave an extra $1 there at the shop, but they wouldn't take it from me, and I think it's because I'm a foreigner. I don't know why else they do such a thing, but I believe it was because I was a foreigner.
I feel like I might know who that is. And I love that accent so much. We got to play that again. Hi, Mike. There's just a long fucking pause. Oh, this is... Is that ambient? Maybe it's ambient. Oh. It's still going. They're fiddling with the phone. It's out. It's still going. They forgot to hang up. It does count. It counts. Oh.
I don't want this call. I don't want this. I left it. Yeah. Leave it.
He just delete it. She doesn't know she hasn't hung up. You got to lean in if you want to see. Do karate. Do karate during this call. This chick doesn't know that she didn't hang up. Oh, he's doing karate. Karate.
Goodness me, it's hard to start anything else like this, having a confession to make. But I wanted to say that the other day, I accidentally underpaid for a couple of tellers for donuts. I think you call them donuts. I accidentally overpaid for underpaid.
Ambien will do that.
And I went back and I tried to leave an extra $1 there at the shop, but they wouldn't take it from me. And I think it's because I'm a foreigner. I don't know why else they do such a thing, but I believe it was because I was a foreigner.
Okay, I know who that is again, just for the tester. But here's what I'm thinking though. And also that's hilarious. First of all, never take an Ambien. Second of all, here's what I want to do though, Clam, to protect it. Here's what I was thinking. I want to do a thing where there's like a vocoder. So basically when you call, the voice that comes into me is a vocoder. Also, I vow after this tester to never do that again. But for funsies, come on. Like, that was pretty good. And we also all know your secrets. Clam's going to call in and be like, I like anal. I'm for real, though. I want to get like a vocoder built in. And I'm working on making that happen. Yeah, I know your voices, but that's what I'm saying. Like some sort of random vocoder to where when you call in, you can hit a button to make your voice different. Does that make sense? What fell? What was that? An animal fell on you? What? An animal fell on you outside? Like where on you? Your head? Are you okay? A small animal fell on him. Out of a tree. I did hear a branch break. Was it a drop bear? What's a pet asteroid? What's a drop bear? Well, look, we can't just abandon the whole project because 3 of you have showed your voices before. So what we can do is I'm going to put a vocoder on there or a link to one so that when you call in, it disguises your voice. So you can sound like a dude. Also, there is another way. There's a website that I can link you to where you could just type in and it will do a different voice. And then you just use that. Yeah, you don't have to buy one. There's a free website where you can do it. I'll put it out on my community page. And you can make it do any voice. Here, look, check this out. This is what I wanted to have as the outgoing message, which you heard earlier. Let me find it. Where did I put it? What animal fell on you? Is Mookie's out there? Okay. It fell far? Was it a bird or a squirrel or a rat? What was it? It was a squirrel, probably?
No, it didn't look like a squirrel. It looked like it had 4 legs it walked on.
4 legs it walked on. Squirrels walk on 4 legs.
Yeah, but not like how I'm thinking. Like,
how you're thinking? What other
my
ways?
first thought was that it was like a kitten.
A kitten?
But a little bigger.
A bigger kitten fell on you? A cat?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, it's a cat.
I don't know if it was a cat, though. It looked like short.
Okay, a short, bigger kitten. So a short cat. Maybe a possum or a baby raccoon. Okay, baby raccoon, totally possible. Possible. Yeah, baby raccoon, totally possible. Because there are a lot of raccoons. Which reminds me, we got to get Vienna sausages and feed the raccoons. It had a wobble to its walk, like Bridge Guy. It was Bridge Guy. Bridge Raccoon fell. Bridge baby raccoon fell on him. Gay snake. It was a gay snake. Absolutely. We figured it out. It was a gay snake. You're going to be fine. Did you get bit? Did you get sprayed? Did you get sprayed from a gay drifter? Yeah, he's serious. He's dead ass right now. They were trying to kill your stepdad. Was it a bunny? Did it left footprints, paw prints? Take pictures with your iPhone. Get a ruler out of my drawer. Put a ruler up. We're gonna solve this. It had a wobble. Okay, take down the kids. I need someone. Did you get DNA? Did it land on you? We will swab you. We will swab you. I'm gonna swab you, then dead bob you. Then I'm gonna Kia boy and key fob you. Oh fuck, we're still on. Okay, listen. Was it an aardvark? To the OSINT. We're gonna solve this, guys. What? You just spelled aardvark at me? He's very clever. He spelled it correctly. 2 A's. Was it a Nagle? Did a Nagle fall out of a tree and land on you? Oh my God. He's offended that you would say that. Touched by a Nagle, that is a show. If you are dyslexic, you always thought it was touched by a Nagle. It's actually touched by an angel, but it's not your fault. But touched by a Nagle is what some of us grew up on. Was it a drunk bat? We are in Austin. Did you have it walk in a straight line and say it's ABCs backwards? Or it's CBAs if you are dyslexic? What? It was a drunk bat. Okay. Did it make a sound upon impact? He said it sounded like he thought a tree branch fell. Did it fall in an Odinist position? Did it make an F? So we've got a wobbly, furry little guy with a weird gait. We've got branches. I think I see where we're going here. Sick. You're a sick fuck, babe. Staging a crime scene. Did it try to mug you? Are you fake victiming right now? It ran off. Oh, convenient. Nobody got pictures. You got one good look at it? Well, what did its eyes tell you? Did it tell you about the crime scene? You saw its back end, so you saw its Sally port? Shit. He saw the baloney wallet. What? Did you say baloney wallet? Are you calling back to baloney folding? Hey, do you watch the channel? Oh, he lives in it. Sorry. He lives in the channel. I forgot. It's in his fucking living room. We're haunting him. Good job, kids. Was it inverted? Oh my God. Was it inverted? Feather or dot? Never mind. It's fine. Ching chong. Don't. Hey. We're canceled. Stop it. Kanye over there. Jesus Christ. Chupacabra. Was it Chupacabra? It fell. It don't. Fucking Matt McCabe. I'm common law married to Matt McCabe. They love you. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the police. I'm going to blame it on you. Where were you that night? 34 February. Have you been to Boston? Oh shit, he's been. Fucking yikes. That's assault. Dipsy Dixit. Don't say you wrecked a red roof in Manhattan. That didn't happen. Manassas, Massachusetts? That's not a place. I could do better. You're right. Manasses. He's hanging out in Manasses, Massachusetts. And I'm hanging out in Manasses, aka Provincetown. I need to. I need to get a cattle prod or something for him when he acts up. One Ass is Massachusetts. That's where Melissa lives. Thanks for doxing her. Mansfield? The venue? You're doxing. Don't make me put on How to Be a Man. Do you own any Counting Crows CDs? Be honest. Don't you lie to me. I'm sick of the lies. A furry cat fell out of the sky, assaulted you, and ran away. Sure. Sure, Lindsay. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Yeah, I know. He's loving it. He's like, what are you talking about? I fucking live in it. He is the Montauk Monster. It was a one-eyed hairless cat. Uh-oh, Miss Tombstones is on the case. You can buy cattle prods on Amazon. They're kind of expensive. You can get them at the Walmart in some towns. Listen, I'm going to teach you kids something today. Today, we're going to learn how to get revenge. All right? Today, we're going to learn this, and then we're going to watch the Karen Reed stuff. We're going to watch the Karen Reed stuff from the Boston TV, and we're going to learn about the Nagle, all right? Here you go. It's the call of the Nagle. Let me know what you thought about the phone call thing if you want to keep doing it, and if you'd be interested in a vocoder. For all you kids whining and complaining out there, being Cody crybabies. That's a WrestleMania reference. Just kidding. Should I include a vocoder or a way for you to disguise your voice in addition to the line? Is that what you'd prefer? Also, was that auntie in that strange call? If you want to call in as Colin, maybe we'll call it the Colin Albert line. I don't know. Maybe we'll get themes. We'll say, take your religion here, take your politics here, everybody else get in this line. Something like that. Okay? It'll be fun. We'll learn about rabies.
Hi, I'm Linda Blair, welcoming you to How to Get Revenge. Have you ever tried to change lanes on the freeway, but the idiot in the other lane won't let you? Yeah, you! Well, when he tries to merge into your lane, you block him out. Now you've had your revenge. I'll give you a situation, and then I'd like you to respond with a method of male revenge that you would recommend.
Okay, shoot.
What can you do to disrupt the entire family as opposed to just the mark?
Put them on offensive mailing lists. Put them on the Communist Party's mailing list.
My former boss fired me for no damn reason whatsoever. So I put his name on the obituary column in the newspaper. And making sure that he received it, I mailed it to him with a note saying, someone out there is watching you. Then every time that phone rang, I can just see how paranoid he really was. Then I put an ad in one of those gay magazines and put his name and number, and that worked in several levels.
Everybody has a mailbox, and everybody reaches for their mail. Who says you can't put more than mail in there, huh? How about some pancake batter? And you know what you can do with that hose? You can run it right into the mail slot, right there. You turn it on, you split the scene, Captain Happy comes home, and he can paddle his way to the telephone. If he has a pool, and you can get access to it without anybody seeing you, whew, what a gallon of cooking oil wouldn't do for that pool.
Hello?
Yeah, is this Linda Blair?
Yes?
Yeah, Linda, my name is Rick. Listen, I was driving down the street past your house a few minutes ago, and I saw some smoke coming from your house.
Oh my gosh! Oh, well, thank you for calling. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, I have to go. I hope you had fun. Bye!
Living rooms, bedrooms, dinettes. Oh yeah, you can find them at the market. We talking about flea market. Montgomery, it's just like a mini mall. Oh yeah, come shop with us. I said flea market. Montgomery, it's just like a mini mall. Hey, you heard me. Come shop Living room, bedrooms, dinettes. We got it. You need it. You'll find it. It's just like a mini mall. Hey, hey, you heard me. Come shop. I said flea market, Montgomery. It's just like a mini mall. Hey, hey, living rooms, bedrooms, dinettes. Oh yeah, you can find them at the market. We talking about flea market, Montgomery. It's just like a mini mall. Hey, hey, don't stop. Let's make it a dance. Come on now, to the left, to the right. Let's do this dance. Hey, to the left, to the right. Let's make this a dance. Flea market, Montgomery. It keeps you jumping. It's just like a mini mall. Check it out now, everybody. Like this now. Hey, hey, flea market, Montgomery. It's just like a mini mall. Don't stop. Let's dance. Flea market, Montgomery. It's just like a mini mall. Let's bring it on down now. Oh yeah, I know you're gonna like this. Come on now. It's just like, you know what I'm saying. It's just like, you know what I mean. It's just like, you know it. So why don't you just come on and say it? It's just like a mini mall. Oh yeah, you said it. It's just like a mini mall. Oh yeah, you like this. Come on now, flea market.
That's for you kids. I know you love him. One of these days we'll get him. We'll get him. He's a big get. He's a big get. I'm going to leave that up there. We're going to keep this. We're going to keep this going. This little experiment. And I'm going to see where it grows, where it goes. Maybe we'll rename it. Maybe we'll change terms. Maybe we'll change numbers. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to find a way to make it as anon as possible. And to also protect you. We do need more moose flute. We will have that for you in your future as well. For now, we're going to play. So there were 2 news interviews that happened over the last 2 days with Karen Reed on Boston 25 News. And I watched a little of one and then I fell asleep. So I was like, let's watch both of them together and analyze them because I guess that's what everyone's doing. And maybe I will spot something they didn't, like a boogie or something like that. Maybe someone has a weird ankle tattoo no one else noticed. You know, important shit. So let's go ahead and put that on. Whoa. Whoa, don't yell at me, bro. Okay, it's pretty loud. Hold on. Well, I guess I could just turn my headphones down. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. I'm going to take this down. Pardon me. Let me take that down. Let me take that down. Actually, I can put it back up, but I can edit it to make it scroll across the bottom so it doesn't take up. There you go. Nice. All right. Thank you, StreamYard, for being so fucking flexible. Okay. Here we go. Let me present to you this footage, and I will talk my shit about it. Okay? Okay.
Spent several hours with Karen Reed over 2 days with and without her attorneys. We asked for the interview and were somewhat surprised she said yes. Reed tells me she withdrew to New Hampshire for 2 months after her...
Okay. Immediately, let me pop in here. I have a couple of things to say about this. Immediately. And I promise not to draw it out too much, but already I'm a little pissed. Let's go. Let me play one thing he said first. That is very, I'll tell you why.
Karen Reed over 2 days with and without her attorney.
Okay, immediately bragging. All right. We hung out with Karen Reed for 2 days with and without her attorney. Okay. Okay, you're friends with Karen. Big fucking... Okay, chill, dude. Coming in hot. Coming in too hot. Let me take down the banner. I feel like it makes me twitch more. All right. It makes my video twitchy. I don't know why. I need to take a Benadryl. I'm definitely going to be writing to StreamYard because that's something I've noticed quite a bit. The video gets glitchy if you have a banner up. I don't know why. All right, let's go back to this guy humble bragging about who he's friendsies with, okay?
We spent several hours with Karen Reed over 2 days with and without her attorneys. We asked for the interview and were somewhat surprised. She said yes.
Okay, that's the second thing I hate. Who gives a fuck that you were surprised? What do you mean we were surprised? The collective? Did you sit around and go, how did you guys feel about Karen saying yes to the interview? And everyone went, surprised. Surprised. Yes, the number will be available 24/7. Could have just said it, but there you go. Yes, it will. It will. You can call 24/7. It goes straight to the voicemail. So, it is a bit much, isn't it, Mary? I agree completely. It starts out with, we're friends with Karen and you're not. Okay, suck my tits, sir. Second, then it goes straight into this whole, we were surprised. Like, bitch, don't. Why were you surprised? That's what it makes everyone's head do, which tells us that he profiled her. They profiled her. They had preconceived notions. Are they trying to now sway us into, hey, she convinced us, which is pushing an agenda, regardless of if we agree with it or not? We do. I do. But if you think she did it, then it is basically siding with them preemptively, which makes them go, oh, I'll listen more. It's just too much persuasiveness right out the gate. And it can be seen in both ways, but why even say it? Which we were surprised. Oh, we felt an emotion. I didn't need to hear that. Please be a Walter Cronkite. Don't give me your emotions. Just tell me straight out. We had full access to Karen Reed for 2 days with and without her attorneys. And this is what we saw. Done. And also, gray and black and blue and light blue. Come on.
Tells me she withdrew to New Hampshire for 2 months after her first trial. She's been preparing for round 2 ever since.
I have nothing to hide. My life is in the balance, and it shouldn't be.
It is unusual for someone who's accused of murder to do this interview or others.
I've seen the more information the public has, the more they understand what we already know. Good to see you.
We first met Karen Reed at a hotel in the Seaport. She's logged 150 nights here.
Okay. I like that they did this because they're being very open and honest in this part about this situation, like how, because you know that there's going to be haters that are going to watch this, or just people with preconceived notions. We're going to watch this and go, God, she's posing in front of a glass window typing in this immaculate room. How much did it cost to rent that room, Karen? Who's paying for that room, Karen? Like, they're going to do that. Okay. People are going to do that because it's what they do. If she takes a shit, was the toilet porcelain or was it gold? If she gets in a car, what kind of car, what make and model? Is it a new car? If so, who owns the car? Does she have a license anymore? Is she allowed to drive? Oh, it's a Lexus. Oh, it's a BMW. Those are expensive. Oh, what coat is she wearing? Oh, I saw a bra strap. Who made that? Yves Saint Laurent. Oh my God, we should crucify her. Like, this is like a constant thing. The media is very aware of it. I know that you hate that, Mary. I kind of hated it too, but then it occurred to me because I've been in a position where I had to go do an interview for a document. This is what they do. They either rent an Airbnb or they get a hotel. Now, the affiliates, typically, you'll probably find out that that hotel advertises with the news station. And another thing is the news station likely paid for that because that's what they do. They get you a hotel or an Airbnb and they meet with you there. Now, if she had it for 150 days, then that's just where she's staying and they agreed to come to her. Why they outed it? probably to just be transparent. I don't really know why. There could have been questions, because I do know that, much like in a lot of other cases, people go, she's living with her parents now, or she's living here. Well, at one point she was living with her parents, and now apparently she's staying here. Whatever it is. They are making it very clear that this is where she's staying. This is why she's in this hotel. You know, they're just kind of shutting down questions up front. Which means I think they acknowledge the outside appearance. You know what I mean? And I kind of like that. I like that. It's kind of disarming America, or people who haven't seen this before. Just a thought.
Since her legal fight began, it's the command center for her defense, and she is one of the commanders.
When we get new information, we just divide and conquer, and we can break it down really fast.
On the road, we drove by the financial services firm where she worked for 15 years before her arrest.
Little did I know, I'd reconnect with someone I had dated nearly 20 years earlier, and then he would be tragically killed.
Okay, so now we can move on, and we can go, wow, now they're naming her prior work. And they even put the address on there. And they're showing the vehicle she rides around in. And she's talking about how she dated John 20 years ago. So far, this is extremely transparent, which I kind of think is a good look for her now that we're moving on in the story. You know what I mean? She's saying, I got nothing to hide. I mean, obviously her prior work stands behind her. They wouldn't let her fucking go there and cruise by it or show it. Obviously the hotel's okay with it. Obviously she's fine with this, how I fucking roll. This is the vehicle I ride in. These are my fucking homies, blah, blah. These are my ops. What of it? Yeah, I dated John 20 years ago. Here's the story. Here's why. Here's why this sounds like this. Here's why they're saying this. I like it.
Murdered, and I've been framed for it.
We appreciate you guys coming here. Reed's LA-based lawyer, Alan Jackson, joined her 3 years to the date of John O'Keefe's death. How much do you think about him?
I think about him in terms of his final days, his final weeks. I mean, we have his cell phone, which a cell phone to anyone is like a diary. The time that I spent with John, 2 years, it's now been 3 since he's gone. And I have very mixed feelings, you know, when I look
right about
back
here,
on John.
when she scratched her head, that's when the behavioral analysis people,
because I see
on YouTube, that's where they shit their pants. Okay, that's where everyone went, why did she scratch her? Whether it's them or some fucking Mark on YouTube or some fucking citizen sleuth, whatever, web sleuth, that it whoops. Let's go back. Look, watch this moment. This is where this is their moment when Kendrick smiled at the camera at Super Bowl. It said, hey, Drake, this is her moment. Okay, watch this. This is the moment where people are going to pick it apart and bitch about it and use it as, this is how we know she did it. And I'm going to tell you why it's not.
He's gone. And I have very mixed feelings, you know, when I look back on.
Okay. So, and I haven't checked, but I'm willing to bet there are going to be TikToks. There are going to be people going, see this, how I bet that Wolfgang Bodie guy is going to fucking make a huge he's going to crap his pants. He's going to shit in his own mouth like Tub Girl. Okay. And it's all because of that. Okay. Let me tell you something. Sometimes people's heads itch. Okay. And if it were a behavioral tell, it would mean that she actually deeply cares for him and thinks about it constantly. However, luckily, she told us exactly what she's thinking. And I think it was downright honest because it does her no service to admit that she has mixed feelings. It actually kind of is going to be used against, or it's definitely going to be used against her. And she knows that. She probably knows that, you know. But if you have to be honest, you have to be honest. And she does make a very important statement right before that a phone is like a diary and we have possession of John's phone. She sees it through the scope of the last 2 years of their relationship. What that tells me is that when she got the phone, she likely saw some things, and this is just my opinion, that hurt her feelings. That may have been a surprise to her and may have been downright awful to see. Who knows? And it doesn't necessarily have to be John saying or doing anything wrong or mean, but who knows? That's like, it could be anything. It could be things his friends said to him. You know, it could be intentions. It could, who knows? It could be pictures, but it could be something that doesn't necessarily speak to his character or make him a bad person, but it could have broken her heart to see other people say things about her. And judging by what people are saying about her now, who made her uncomfortable, I would imagine seeing all of that and being framed for a murder when you're pretty pissed off that someone went to a party with a bunch of people that made you uncomfortable or whatever her reasoning is, you know, and already being like, damn, you know, just in a bad spot, really not bad, but like having a bit of a tiff, an argument, if you will. And then all that happening and falling upon your shoulders, I can see how someone would have mixed emotions. So I think her being upfront and honest about this, fucking can't argue with that. I'd be pretty pissed too if I didn't do some shit and the cops all went out of their way to make me look like a fuck. I'd be super pissed.
John, because I see a lot of poor decisions that were all precursors to his death.
Poor decisions by whom?
By both of us. Just drinking, being around the wrong people is chief among them.
Read it.
I mean, that's pretty fucking clear.
Admits drinking in the hours before O'Keefe was found unresponsive outside 34 Fairview Road in Canton.
She just repeated the phrase over and over again, I hit him, I hit him.
Multiple first responders testified that Reed initially said herself she hit O'Keefe with her SUV. Reed says she only questioned if she could have hit him.
Yeah, I went through every possibility. He was near the road and he was dying. And I didn't think he was purposely put in that place. It did not cross my mind for several days that they did this to John. That John was treated like a piece of garbage.
When Reed says they, she is referring to people who were gathered inside 34 Fairview. If John was beaten up and attacked in that house, who did it?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. And it's not for us to know. Somebody other than Karen is responsible for that.
I mean, I like how her lawyers are standing by her to a point of coming on the record and clearing things with her. But also I like that they both kind of looked at each other like, I mean, right? We don't fucking know, right? Like, to me, it seems kind of authentic. At the same time, I love the open, hey, we don't know, because I mean, nobody fucking knows. And if she didn't do it, I wouldn't expect her to know. So to me, seems honest.
The killing of John.
What is the one thing in this case you believe proves your innocence?
John's body, no bruise, 6,000-pound full-size SUV, not a bruise on his body, not a fracture below his head.
If you were framed, who's calling the shots?
I don't know the interconnections, the interpersonal relationships among these people.
Jen McCabe.
I have a strong personal opinion that what has motivated this persecution of me is power.
I'm declaring a mistrial in this case.
Reed says her initial thought of going through a second trial was a gut punch, but now she sees it as more time to prepare. She's talking now. Will she talk then?
I'm not afraid of taking the stand, and I'm clearly not afraid of speaking, but they're playing hardball. So we'll weigh the pros and cons, and we'll make another second game time decision.
Who would you rather face? Is it Adam?
I'm willing to bet people in Glara's chat do not likely all work in film or production, or maybe haven't all had an experience working behind the scenes on a very biased documentary. that happens to be for similar production companies. But again, I'm going to pull that card. I have. And let me tell you something. When the filmmakers want to follow you around like an extra lot and it's supposed to be an unbiased look, it ain't because they side with you. It's more likely, in my opinion, to be the opposite. If they want to spend a fuckload of time with you and it's supposed to be an all-inclusive documentary about multiple different people or multiple subject matters layered around a topic, if they're following you around the most, it's usually because you're a fucking scoundrel or a liar or you're doing some crazy shit. They love a good villain. They film the most of a good villain. They usually have the most B-roll of a villain. Look at that episode of that what was it, Wife Swap or some shit? It was a woman screaming about Satan. She was in the throes of mental illness. They show it constantly. If you go to that show and you watch it, it's this religious woman just screaming. Anyway, Tom Segura was one of the people who had to edit that. We talked about how they had hours of that shit. That's what they want to see. So chances are, if they're focusing on you on an all-inclusive documentary, it ain't good. It's usually because you're doing some fucking Jerry Springer shit. Tiger King shit. Yeah. The crazier, the better. And Tiger King was a fucking bounty for them, dude. Dude, they had, because there were so many. The chick who got her fucking arm bit off, she had probably the smallest segment. She was a good person. See, the problem is the good guys aren't fun. We get it. You're a babyface. Everyone likes you. Let's take a moment. Let's recognize your arm got ripped off by a tiger. Unless it's victim-centered, they fucking love focusing on the murderer. Or the person who fucking connived. Or the person who has a fucking bunch of Nazi flags in their garage. Or the person who's fucking riding around the neighborhood blasting darts at people, even if it's about a choking. Like, it's all, like, it's who brings the most attention. Oh, this guy wears an American flag shirt and shows his dick on the side of the highway. Well, let's go ahead and focus on him instead of this missing and murdered indigenous women. Like, that's what they care about. They're like, who's the puck? Who's gonna stick their dink in the fucking peanut butter? Holy shit, cuz. Crack me open and clean me out. It's Mrs. Parks. Mrs. Parks. Girl, I missed you. How are you doing, Mrs. Parks? Mrs. Parks is in the house. Everybody clean your room. Put your nice sweatpants on. Do not stand in front of the mirror. Get your shoes on. It's Mrs. fucking Parks, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Parks, we are watching the segment on Boston 25 on Karen. Okay, on Karen Reed. And we're learning today on what they learned on the 2 days that they spent with her. And we love you and we miss you. Fuck. Look, and Riz Versus here bragging about her subs. Go back to the bushmate. Miss Parks is here. Hello, Miss Parks. Good day. Miss Parks went to Pakistan with Auntie. Auntie debuted a new seg. A new promo at the beginning of this video, Miss Pax. If you go back to the beginning, everybody stand up straight. Mrs. Pax is here. Please, please bow to the queen. I actually used Chef's Kiss this week in your honor, Mrs. Parks, and I do not apologize. I will not call my own phone line, and I will not apologize to anyone. She's doing okay. She's missing all of her cousins. I don't know why I'm talking like this. You just woke up and you will try to stay awake. Mrs. Parks, get your beauty rest, darling. We love you to death, ma'am. Thank you. Oh, shit. It's crazy Uncle Alex. Twisted Tea Alex. Everybody, your crazy ass uncle's here. Mrs. Parks is here. Twisted Tea Alex is here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm speaking in another accent. Oh, my goodness. Did's boyfriend has imbibed in tea. He is proud of his tea. Dude, hello, Twisted Tea. How are you doing, sir? You crazy fuck. We're watching this Karen Reed stuff, and Mrs. Parks is here. Look, he's loving it. He loves seeing his nieces and nephews. We adore you. Yes, it's the one that you guys creep on. You incestuous tribe. You've been making waves in Japan. Surf's up, Uncle Alex. He's infiltrating the Japanese. We wish you luck. You are a little pony. And you are many emojis. I refuse to say emoji. Emoji is sweeping the nation, Twisted Tea. Mrs. Parks, do tell us when you are done getting a good night's rest. We will likely be here. Oh no, the 5chan cult board. It's on his community posts. We are not allowed to do the channing. If we do the channing, we will get the data. We can't. The Aussies they've invaded us. They'll fucking yell at us if we do a chan. We're not allowed to do a chan anymore, Twisted Tea. Hacker with a hard R, don't you dare. Don't you dare. We are going to get Twisted Tea. Uncle Alex hacked me and all I got was this stupid shirt. The 90s page that I put out on Twitter, that I'm listening. Look, Rizverse is listening. Uh-oh. She's gonna do a dox on you. I'm switching up accents. Susie Snow's having a blast. Let's get back to this.
Lally, who we saw in the first trial, or is it Hank Brennan?
There's so many fucking chans the Aussies can't handle it. They're gonna freak out.
I don't care who I face. I have the truth. I have the best attorneys. Do your worst.
One of the possible outcomes here could be a conviction. That could be prison time. How much have you thought about that?
I think about it every day, about prison time, and it doesn't frighten me the way it did 3 years ago.
Reed sold her Mansfield home in November to help pay her estimated $5 million in legal fees. She lives with her parents, who are a part of an inner circle that numbers about 10. Supporters have donated $750,000 to her defense fund. And she says people routinely pick up her meals.
I don't know the last time I've done anything but tip a waiter. And that generosity, that's all helping fuel this. It helps me spiritually, and it helps me financially.
She's well aware not everyone has her back. John O'Keefe's family is convinced she's a killer and have filed a wrongful death lawsuit against her. Do you feel the presence of the O'Keefe family behind you in court?
I honestly, I almost look through them. Paul sitting there doesn't impact me, it doesn't bother me. That's John's brother. They've attempted to send me messages, and as soon as I see the name comes up, I
like that she acknowledges that and she puts that out there, because if they want to use this footage in court, they're going to have to allow in all the footage, which is going to include that, which is going to open them up to witness intimidation, right? Paul, if he's sending her messages, because technically she's a witness, right? And he's a witness, and you're not allowed to intimidate other witnesses. And they're having a hard time getting it out there. So boom, here you go. And now if they want to use anything from this interview, which, you know, Hank is going to file a motion to try. And he's if he hasn't already, he might have already. That might have been what the other day was about. I don't remember. But now if they want to use any of this, they got to use all of it. And the defense can bring up, hey, by the way, remember this? Now we need a subpoena to see all of Paul's phone. And Bev's going to have to allow it because it's on the news. It looks bad if she doesn't. I don't know. She doesn't really have a problem with looking bad so far, but interesting.
delete it.
Online, Reed is bombarded by love and hate. Yes, she pays.
He did? I thought he did. But did they hear it yet? They didn't hear it yet, right? Or no, he said it at the end of that he intended to, right? I don't remember if he said that on record. But yeah, so he's going to try to use it. So that was smart of her to put that in there. Because now if they want to, they're going to have to take into account the witness intimidation from Paul.
Attention. This case has become your identity. Is that for the rest of your life? Or will one day you just want to put it all behind you?
I don't think I can, even if I wanted to. And I'm okay with that.
We asked the Norfolk DA's office if we could profile and interview Special Prosecutor Hank Brennan. That request was declined. I'm Ted Daniel for your local station.
To be fair, he can't legally do that. He can't do that. That's like, remember when we talked about how fucked it was that Bill Barr was like, this person's guilty or this person's innocent. He can't speak on a case, especially after Morrissey already did it. So even though I'm anti-Brennan because I know he's a weasel because of Whitey, allegedly, supposedly for entertainment purposes only, I do think that that was kind of shitty for that reporter to throw in there. It's like, don't just say like he can't legally speak on it. Because he would then be speaking on behalf of the Commonwealth. If he was Karen's attorney, it'd be different. Just a thought. Just a thought there. It is segmenty. It's very Jerry Springer final thoughts of him. Yeah, Karen is not allowed to contact the family. And here's the thing. If they contact her, right? She deletes it. She ignores it. And she's putting that on record. But she's also letting them know that that happens. And it's likely that they wouldn't let her enter it into evidence. Like Bev would just stop it or be like, what's the purpose of this? Or refuse to have a hearing on it. So putting it in that interview, I think, might have been on purpose. Because then, like I said earlier, if the Commonwealth wants to use that against her, they now have to accept that the family, I'm assuming Paul, I shouldn't say it's Paul, but I mean, she had just talked about Paul, you know? So that is witness intimidation because yes, she has not been convicted yet. And she is a witness in her own case. So I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to do that. You liked it? Good. I've got some more coming out from the last trial. I'm going to have it all done hopefully soon so that people who are going over the last trial leading up to the first trial can use it so I don't have to hear the shitty background fuzz. All right. Let's keep going because there's another one.
Station, Boston 25 News.
Well, as we have mentioned this morning, Massachusetts State Trooper Michael Proctor is expected back at State Police headquarters this morning to continue a disciplinary hearing that could lead to his termination.
Proctor was suspended in July for conduct revealed during the Karen Read trial. This morning, we've been bringing you Ted Daniels' one-on-one interview with Karen Read. She was more than willing to talk about Proctor and others.
What troubles me is how evil people are.
We covered a lot of ground with Karen Read.
Yeah, I believe in her bail documents or the arraignment hearing. There's a bunch. I can post a PDF to it. Part of the deal, right, when they first charged her was basically anybody who's considered a victim or the victim's family can't be contacted. So that's part of the terms. And she said it in a couple of interviews already. She's like, because they tried to use that against her in the first trial. They tried to say, and she didn't even call. She never called to check up on us. Like that was a big thing, right? And what pissed me off is that I feel like they should have hammered. This is the one criticism I have. And I'm not trying to tell these dudes how to work because they're fucking amazing lawyers. Probably didn't have time. But, or it was a moot point. But I do think it is a ridiculous ask considering she's not allowed to contact them. Like at that point, once she was arrested, she's not allowed to contact them. So saying she didn't contact us for a year after he died, well, she was under fucking arrest and she wasn't allowed to. Like that was part of the hearing. Like your friend, the friends and family of the victim, don't fucking talk to him. And hell, that's one of the reasons that I think, if correct me if I'm wrong, that they charged Turtle Boy with witness intimidation because they were trying to say that he was doing that as an extension of Karen. Like they're trying to double down and also say she's telling people to do this shit. So, like, of course she's not going to reach out and contact anybody who's part of the group accusing her. And also it's she's not allowed to. Like, the second they arrest her, that's like in the court hearing shit. They talk about it early back in the day when it was another judge.
Including those who want her in prison. The Norfolk DA, state police working for the DA, and specifically Trooper Michael Proctor. The detective zeroed in on Reed within hours of John O'Keefe's death. Proctor has testified that's where the evidence, including Reed's cracked taillight, took him.
Yes, she's a babe. Weird Fall River accent, though.
During Reed's first trial, Proctor's personal feelings for Reed were exposed in his personal text messages. What was it like to be there in court and listen to all those texts?
Proctor was just letting the public know what I've known about Michael Proctor, who he really is. Nothing Michael Proctor texted and admitted out loud in court about me would ever offend me.
Your figures of speech include the following. She's a bitch.
Objection.
Is that right?
Yes.
You spent hours having him read those out loud. I'm sure that was done by design.
It was. Everything that we did in that cross-examination of Michael Proctor was done by design.
There was an effort to indict Reed on new witness intimidation charges last March. It failed.
So I do have to say something about this, because I understand a lot of people feel this way, but I feel a little different. Now, I just want to be clear. I personally don't think that they are only doing it because they hate Karen. Okay? I don't think that at all. Because the dad, very early on, made it clear that he liked Karen. And everybody agreed to that. And also, there's clearly evidence of her, like, being around the kids. And, I mean, she helped Paul pay for his legal fees. It seems like the parents were fond. They've even stated on the record that they didn't have any issues with her when they first fucking talked about it. So, like, I don't think they did all this just to hate Karen. I'm having in my brain, when I look at them, to consider that they are older people who grew up in a specific demographic, you know, with a specific life. And I truly think that since their son was a Boston cop, they're just going to believe the cops. I think that that is a classic. Well, what do the cops think? Okay, that's what probably happened. So I think that saying they hate her just to hate her, I can't get in line with that, because there's just no reason to think that. It's just, I mean, most people generally don't hate someone just to hate them. It's usually like a misunderstanding. So I think that they just believe their son's coworkers and people that they perceive to be their son's friends. I mean, I think about someone John's age, and do you really think he went home and gossiped to his parents about every thought about every person at work? No. He probably did fun family stuff with the holidays and he didn't tell him about his sex life. He probably didn't tell him a whole lot about his fucking feelings about a guy he works with or about a thing going on. That probably never happened. So to them, our son is a cop. We're very proud of him. We love him very much. Oh no, our son who is a cop is dead. The cops who we worked with said Karen did it. How can that be? Oh no, now we don't like her. People are saying it's weird she's not calling you. It is weird. People are, all of a sudden, they get love bombed by the cops and the McAlberts and all that. I can 100% see how they would end up blaming her. And I also agree with a little bit of what Reggie says. True. They're also grieving. They are in shock. They are mad because they're watching this whole first trial and they're going, a fucking snowball, fucking solo cups? Hey, that is a good point in their head. But at that point, when you've come that far and you've declared a war on drugs or whatever metaphor you want to use, and you've stood by this specific group for so long, and it happens to be the police who you maybe support the union, or maybe you you know, because your kid was a cop, you know, and they sit there and they realize, oh, fuck. But then they see other shit from the other side and they go, well, maybe this does make sense. We have to trust that it does make sense. You know, they're probably either very conflicted or they just are in denial. You know, but either way, I don't think it's all because they hate Karen. I just don't see why. They lost kids. They lost the son that doesn't drink and drive. And also, maybe he did. And maybe this one right here had a fucked up past and maybe he's trying to do better and this just fucking broke him and that's why he's mad all the time. Maybe he really loved his brother like most brothers do. And maybe everybody talking about his crotch all the fucking time probably sucks. And since all those people are pro Karen and yelling at him, it's making him hate her more. Who knows? It's a bummer all around, but it's totally, shit. Pro Karen Reed people fucking look what they did to me for 3 months. You know what I mean? Like, I can see how fucking some of these people would be fucking pretty pissed off and be like, well, fuck them too. But at the same time, you know, they gotta fucking include grief and anger and all these different personal feelings. They probably see a lot of shit on the internet that they know isn't true. And she definitely sees a lot of shit on the internet that she knows ain't true. So everybody has their fucking reasons. And I ain't gonna lie, all those reasons seem pretty fucking justified. Other than the denial, which we can't understand because we didn't lose a kid. They did. So I ain't even trying to touch on that. But I do think that it's a bummer all around. But if you look at it from the outside, you kind of go, I wonder why they reacted this way. If it's because they hate her. I don't know. That doesn't seem very reasonable to me. Why do they hate her? Because XYZ. I don't think they hate her. I think they think that she killed their kid, you know, because they've been moved in that direction. And you know, it sucks. But also we don't know. Maybe they are keeping their enemies closer. Who fucking knows? Peggy looks very smart to me. It makes me wonder if she knows a lot. It's just interesting. But I don't think the O'Keefes are conspiring against Karen. I think it's very clear who is. And, you know, people can hate me for that, but I just... I saw the dad in court. He's not well. Like, it's clearly painful for the family. And then all the shit going on outside of it, holy fuck, dude. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm going to keep playing this.
Reed says even people around her were under scrutiny.
Our drivers have been approached by the state police, had very close friends, had their cell phone records subpoenaed for an indictment that never happened.
Have you ever been followed?
I don't know. My eyes are akimbo all the time. I look at law enforcement differently, more warily.
How do you know you're being tracked?
I know from affidavits from the state police at the Norfolk DA's office. They knew what flight I was on. They knew when I landed. They knew when I came back. And it's disturbing. It's invasive, and it's desperate.
All right, Ted Daniel joining us now for his fascinating interview. Ted, there, she just called the state police desperate. Others may have used that word to apply to her, and seeing she didn't get an acquittal the first time around. But why do you think it is she agreed to do this interview?
She comes across as very smart and analytical, that every move that they're making, she's a part of, and it's calculated. I think she says to me she has nothing to hide and wants to get her message out. I would expect that, they went over the pros and the cons of this with a trial fast approaching. And in the end, they thought it was something that they wanted to do. It's not the first time that she's gone on in a segment like this. She did a couple national interviews. And I think that this was something that, I reached out to her team and heard back within a couple of days.
I actually have two questions for you. What is she like off camera too? Same way?
Yeah, pretty much the same. You get the feeling, she's always on the phone or she's always making plans. She's, when we met her The day that we met her, she was going to meet with her lawyer, Alan Jackson, she said, because she had a private investigator hunting down a new lead, and they were going to analyze and go over what information that was provided to them. So,
okay, I don't want to stop him while he's cooking, but I do want to say, for the sake of, since we've been talking back and forth about this, I agree. She also picked up the tab. Remember when she had that moment over, was it one of the sisters in, not Tijuana, Aruba? She picked up the tab. She's done a lot of nice things. She also picked up Paul's tab and his little drunky driving thing. But do you notice a trend with those things? She picks up a tab. She picks up a tab. She picks up a tab. Worries about the bills, sets up a trust. And she works in financial shit, right? She teaches about finances and finance shit. No, so to me, it's like, well, you know, she's helping in her area of expertise. And she's also being very generous, right? Most people would say that. They might look at it differently, just with the whispers in their ears and what the cops are telling them. And their son was a cop, so they're like, what would John do? Well, John would probably trust the cops because he loved being a cop. So, and who knows, they might have some sort of like thin blue line shit embedded in their brain. You know what I'm talking about? People who just refuse to admit cops do bad things. Those kind of people. You know, no hate, but people should wise up. I mean, cops do bad things all the time. Serial killers are cops. You know, not all cops, but a lot of them. I mean, shit, hello. Protests, there's a reason. Like, that's what I'm saying, though. There's some people who are still of that mindset. A co-op would never. They don't give a fuck about the FBI and the Bulger shit. The co-op would never. Trust the police. We back the blue no matter what. If they are like that because their son was a cop who they were proud of, I don't know if they are or not, but if they were, you know, now take that layer and then take the fact that Karen did all those things. That might make them actually go, I'm all the more shocked and I'm all the more upset. Like, and we took her into our home, like people like that, you know, but also like, but she did all these nice things and she did this. Oh my God. That's the power of drinking. Because we trust the cops. I mean, blue people, they do stick together, dude. And then they're wounded by grief. They just don't have time to explore the internet's theories. And also look at their age, dude. You think they got fucking time for Twitter? Do you think Peggy and John's dad have time to sit there? And no, you're not stalling. This is a good discussion. Because I've wanted to talk about this for a while. These, because I don't say what I don't. I just want to be clear. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying my response to that would be I have to wonder if they did hate just for the sake of hate, and then why? Because they don't seem to be at that hating phase in their life, you know? I feel like they're not the type of people to just troll people or start shit. You know, they're elderly. And they just lost a kid. And then they lost their other kids too. Their daughter and then their son-in-law right before that. And now they got to worry about who's going to take care of their kids. It's a fucked up situation, dude. It's really fucked up. So yeah, for me, it's like, damn. And booze is an accelerant. And you know, we don't know where Paul's at in life, but Paul may be going through a lot of self-grief, self-anger. He might be projecting. I'm not saying it's right, but I mean, again, maybe he's going through some shit. Maybe he's drinking. We don't know what he's fucking doing. Different time, different values. These are all important things. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying we have to consider, like, it's like saying, what do you expect? The guy's in Vietnam. He doesn't like, he doesn't like Tropic Thunder. What do you say to that? You know, some people, they use other things to mask their anger. And also dudes can be like bitches. We all project. Dudes can be borderline too. Some people fucking scheme and connive. Some people can they medicate and they don't. Some people have like all sorts of stuff. They have bipolar disorder. There's so much mental health shit. There's self-hate, self-shame, all sorts of issues going on with people. We do not know what's going on with them mentally. But I don't know. Until there's some evidence that the family conspired against Karen, I just don't see that. So I think they're just being swayed, or they've come to terms with this is how I fucking feel, or maybe they're just not announcing it all on the internet because they don't fucking use the internet because they're old. You know? Anyway. Let's keep playing because they're asking some pretty crazy questions.
He says to me she has nothing to hide and wants to get her message out. I would expect that, they went over the pros and the cons of this with a trial fast approaching. And in the end, they thought it was something that they wanted to do. It's not the first time that she's gone on in a segment like this. She did a couple national interviews. And I think that this was something that, I reached out to her team and heard back within a couple of days.
I actually have two questions for you. What is she like off camera too? Same way?
Yeah, pretty much the same. You get the feeling, she's always on the phone or she's always making plans. She's, when we met her, the day that we met her, she was going to meet with her lawyer, Alan Jackson, she said, because she had a private investigator hunting down a new lead, and they were going to analyze and go over what information that was provided to them. So, yeah, she's very cordial, very nice person, but when you look at all in this totality here, these are some really serious charges against her, and she's got a tough road.
Yeah.
So you reached out to the DA's office as well.
Yeah, we wanted to give equal time to the DA's side of this. So it's the new prosecutor. Adam Lally did the first trial, and now Hank Brennan was appointed a special prosecutor. He's long known defense lawyer. I used to speak
Whitey Bulger case.
Yeah, and I used to speak to Hank about other stories. So we made a request. We said, hey, we'd like to profile Hank and give him
Okay. Again, I feel like this is kind of trashy and deceptive. I don't like this. Because first of all, sure, you reached out to their office, but here's the thing. Hanky can't talk. Hanky can't talk. He's not supposed to. It could throw the entire case. He is representing the Commonwealth. The reason, sir, in the weird blue, gray, black situation now you've changed. You took off the tie and you changed it. Okay, I'm fine with that. I don't fear change. Why'd you do that? Anyway, the reason that homie can't fucking talk is because now he's representing the Commonwealth. The reason he could talk to you before, sir, in blue, the reason he could talk to you is because he was a defense attorney. Oh no. I sensed it. I sensed it, but I love the question because that's what when you guys are giving me these statements, I'm reading them sometimes as the haters, as the AFK, like this is what they would say. And I'm loving this. We're playing ping pong, and we learned this the other day. Okay, it's important to dive into these, but then they would say sort of situations. And here's the thing. Hank can't do that. He can't talk about it. He can't do it because he's coming up on the second trial, and it would be a huge mistake, especially considering what DA Morrissey already did and the fucking backlash, and also could likely get her an appeal. So it would be stupid of him to do that, and that's why he can't. And by them framing it as, but he wouldn't talk to me, but that's weird because he used to talk to me about all these other cases. Well, that's because he was a fucking defense attorney, which you're leaving out, and you goddamn well know that. So kind of rude, but whatever.
The prosecutor, he's long known defense lawyer. I used to speak
the Whitey
to
Bulger case.
Yeah, and I used to speak to Hank about other stories. So we made a request. We said, hey, we'd like to profile Hank and give him sort of an on-camera interview, and they declined that request. And I get it. There are some stipulations that the DA and the prosecutor has to follow in terms of out-of-court discussion. I did say, hey, I realize in my email, I said, I realize there may be some things that have to be left off the table. We were fine with that with them, but unfortunately it didn't happen.
You had talked about this in the piece that aired
Wholly inappropriate considering they definitely told him they were profiling Karen Reed at the same time. There's no way they didn't. They could be held legally responsible if they didn't. So they likely did. And at that point, it is no longer up to Hank to say yes or no. It is written in stone. No, he can't do that. So they could have left all that out, but whatever.
Last night, and she has talked to, as you mentioned, to you and to other outlets. The question is, will she take the stand now in the second trial? And she mentioned, well, that'll be a game time decision. What's your gut telling you on that?
I think she probably won't. I mean, as rare as it is for her to do all these interviews with us, I think would be even more rare for her to take the stand.
Okay, he shouldn't be speculating on this, but whatever.
But one of the things that the new special prosecutor is trying to do is take all the statements that she's made and find contradictions. Before this story even aired, we got a court order at this station saying the DA's office wants all.
Well, there you go. I hadn't seen this before. This is where we find. I know. I'm going to take Moogie's to piss. I don't know what videos after this, but whatever it is, enjoy it.
Made and find contradictions. Before this story even aired, we got a court order at this station saying the DA's office wants all the raw interview. They want everything and my notes. So the DA's office has been doing that to everyone that she's spoken with because they want to say, hey, there's this inconsistency there. Or she said this during this interview, said something different during another interview. So it was surprising, though, that we got it 14 hours after the promo aired and the story hadn't even gone on TV yet.
Yeah, it's, expected almost too, but it's something that so many eyes are going to be watching. I mean, you did an incredible piece on that story as well. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see what happens.
And we'll be
just like you, animals are born little too. Strong and tough, they're not. They need lots of love, they need lots of hugs. 'Cause in animal, here's their tots. Here, little animal, here, little pal. You're as cute as you can be. Come to me here and be my friend. We'll make each other happy, you'll see.
Puppies like to have fun too. But sometimes when they're playing, they need to stop for a snack or a drink of water.
Just like you, animals need their munchies too. A sip, a bite, then chew. Tiny little tummy, a little food is yummy. To them, life is just all brand new. Precious Pal Pop.
Hi kids, we're Grandma and Grandpa Meyer.
Wasn't that fun? We also hope you'll want to watch Kitten Companions and Barnyard Buddies. See you soon.
Well, that was a good little slide out right there. There you go. Okay. So, overall, was that beneficial to Karen? Well, I mean, I guess if it served a different purpose, like to maybe get some things on the record in court, which is what I'm pretty much always assuming is going on in this case, because that's what we've seen historically happen. So a good way to say fuck you to the Commonwealth, which they should get fucked, I think would be to bait them. Here's an interview where Karen says all kinds of stuff that you might want on the record. But the kind of stuff that, I mean, it's true and it doesn't really hurt her, but to them, they're going to see it as some kind of gotcha and try to twist it and then fail and look like fools. So that's a good trap. And then also, if they take anything from it, that's now going to open the defense up too. Talk about what they really want to talk about, which could probably be the fact that the family was disobeying that order, in my opinion, because that seems to be at the forefront of, was it interview 1? So interview 2 might have been something else. Might have been something else they were trying to get in there. So interesting. And I like it. And I ain't against it. Not bad. Touche. Touche, I say. Good interview. I don't know, good interview. I think it benefited her more than it hurt her. I mean, usually anytime a client, and I'm sure that a lot of defense attorneys would agree with me on this, I'm sure of it, anytime a client opens their mouths on the record or in public, it's usually bad for them. Like most attorneys would advise against it unless you have an attorney present. So to do so with an attorney present, brilliant. Good job, dear. I liked it. And I didn't hate it. I'm not against it. Also, we did debut Auntie's video. And if you missed it, Auntie let us debut a new video for her. And I think we'll exit on that because it was really good. And it's a good way to start your day. It's a good way. You're back in your Twitter? Fuck yes. Yes, you fucking did it. Well, there you go. There you go. So thank you guys for chilling with me. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget, we've got merch in the merch store. All the Frank stuff goes to benefit Frank. I am putting up a new 90s retro shirt soon with a bunch of 90s internet stuff. All my contacts are listed below. All of my financial records are listed below. My blood type is listed below. My familial history, my genetic genealogy is listed below. My fucking, what is it? My UPC symbol of death? What is it called? From the Satan video? It's all below. If you need to get at me, get at me. If you want to call the hotline, I'll put the number below. The OBology hotline. You can just say whatever. You can just talk your shit. And I will put a vocoder enabled on some sort of platform, or I will link you to it if you want to talk your shit. But you're scared. You're scared because you've already doxed yourself. That's fine. We'll do a workaround. We'll do a reach round. Love you guys for being here. Thank you for putting up with my bullshit. I hope you enjoyed me talking about Karen and that situation, and I hope you enjoyed listening to yourselves talk to me. And I hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl halftime show as much as I did, because let me tell you something, 11 out of 10, absolutely loved it. Okay, here's one thing I know we all enjoyed. Auntie and her new video that she just dropped today, live here, on the record, on the air. This is Auntie Debs. This is her lemonade, okay? She's Beyonce, this is her lemonade, okay? And this happened tonight. Have a good day. God bless. I love you all. Job bless, science bless, Satan bless. You're the best. Here we go.
When's the weekend? This is really getting old. I'm not gonna lie, this is really getting old.
Got new motions up ahead. Lemon me striking with lead. D9 changes to venue. Motion to please continue. Discovery will compel. Betty's here on
me, bitch.
What's this motion to recuse? Dismiss that it's all fake news. It's like you'll be.
Oh no, you'll be here. Trust me. Yeah, trust me, you'll be here.
Motion to go.
Motion to go fuck yourself.
Gets to loser. Damn.
Last Friday night,
heard a motion to dismiss. Questioned expert witnesses. Tried minding my own business. Last Friday night, Jim, please add that to the list. Call my gynecologist, Mr. Jackson, if you insist. Last Friday, Patty, what the hell is this? Here's your habeas corpus. New motion to slap a bitch. Last Friday, I got sick of all of this. Grab walk off my frozen tape. This Friday,
I got icicles
again.
Get your freeze pops, kids.
Again.
No, I'm free, totally free.
LTL and microdots. JFK ain't hell because Papa Sweetie is a star. Justice seeking where's his car? Candy girl, turtle man, attorney little only man. Youngest church from college tale. Mazel tov,
Mazel.
settle, hitchhike on the red eye. You'll be here tonight.
You ain't got nothing else to do, bitch. If I gotta be here, you gotta be here.
Weekends to losers. Damn. Last Friday, I heard a motion to dismiss. Questioned expert witnesses. Tried minding my own business. Last Friday, Jim, please add that to the list. Call my gynecologist, Mr. Jackson, if you insist. Last Friday, Valley, what the hell is this? Here's your habeas corpus. New motion to slap a bitch. Last Friday, I got sick of all of this. I'm gonna pimp smack you. This Friday, I'll do it all again. Do it all. This Friday, I'll do it all again.
Motion that everyone just go fucking whatever.